Combo for only $8.99 for a limited time. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Just like Mason and Ireland are for you.
Tell me if I'm weird here. Don't answer that question.
You're weird.
I knew that was coming.
The Waba Grill Lunch Hour rolls on right now.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Where do we got our...
Ireland, best show on the radio.
What is going on? It's Friday. It's officially Friday, and we got great news. Not only did the Lakers win last night, the Los Angeles Rams are working on a deal to finalize the return of Matthew Stafford for the 2025 season.
Well, I think the deal's done. They just have to sign it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't know. We don't know the terms necessarily of it
But
yet,
they've
right?
announced he's coming back.
Yeah, he's
so
coming back.
Your long wait is over.
I was so worried that I would have to root for Aaron Rodgers. I would have. I was ready
I
to
don't
come
get
in today
this about you.
Yeah, wait a minute. You don't see baggage with Aaron Rodgers?
don't.
Of course.
Look at
Come on. They just the entire Jets organization melted down around him.
Not blaming him.
I am.
The owner's a boob.
No, the owner is a boob, but the point is that they gave Matthew Stafford every player that he wanted.
Aaron Rodgers.
Who else? Aaron Rodgers. They gave him his receivers. They gave him his coaches. They did all that stuff. That was part of the deal. He's skipping minicamp, going here, living in darkness, ayahuasca. Weird. I mean, honestly, Aaron Rodgers is in the Aaron Rodgers business. He's not in the team business.
His stats were identical to Matthew Stafford. That's all I
stats
care
are
about.
Stats are all you care about is stats.
All I care about
That's
is how
it.
you play on the field.
All I care about
I don't
is-
care if you're gay, straight, black, white, Chinese. I don't care if you're as you're suggesting with Rodgers, if you are only care about yourself. I want results on the field,
correct.
and he gives them.
No, he didn't. They were a terrible team, and his stats are meaningless. They are meaningless. Just because you're throwing the ball around on a bad team doesn't mean you're the guy that you can rely on in the clutch, the guy that can get you within 10 yards of beating or 20 yards of beating Philadelphia. It's a long time since Aaron Rodgers has been that guy, and I just saw Matthew Stafford do it.
So the year after the Rams won the Super Bowl and they were 5-11,
Yeah.
was that Matthew Stafford's fault?
His entire offensive line fell apart. It was
So
not
why is
Matthew
it Aaron
Stafford.
Rodgers' fault?
Why is it Aaron Rodgers? It's his fault because first of all, he's playing on a bad team, and he was part of putting it all together.
Right,
They
but
went and got all
why
his
do you
people
give
for him,
Matthews-
Nathaniel Hackett and Alan
Right.
Lazard.
But why do you give Matthew Stafford the bad offensive line excuse and not give it to Aaron Rodgers? He had a bad offensive line.
I don't give it to him because, first of all, I've seen Matthew Stafford do down the stretch what
He's won the
Aaron
exact
Rodgers,
same amount of Super Bowls as Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, but the reality is Aaron Rodgers was how long ago? How many years ago? How many years since all that? It's been years. It's been, what, a decade
Greg,
at
how
least.
long has it been since Rodgers won an MVP?
MVP's probably been, let's see.
Has it been a decade yet?
No, I think it's been within 5 years.
No, has it been a decade yet?
I would guess that the last somebody's holding. Anthony's holding up two. He won one 2 years ago.
Was it 2 years ago?
Really?
No,
that can't
that's
be
not
right.
Well,
No.
he was hurt last year. We left on the fourth.
He didn't
play of
win
the-
one with the Jets, Anthony. No.
No.
His last year in Green
last
Bay,
year.
did he win MVP?
He was in most valuable in 2021. He was actually
There you go.
2020 and
When
2020.
was
He has-
Matthew Stafford MVP?
has not won the Super Bowl in over a decade.
Right. Matthew
14,
Stafford
14 years.
has never won the MVP. Aaron Rodgers has won 4
It's
of them.
been 14 years since Aaron Rodgers has won a Super
Okay,
Bowl.
But
14,
you're trying to
over a
suggest that
decade.
these two players aren't comparable.
Correct.
and they
I
are.
do not believe they're comparable.
They are.
Then why did the Rams choose Stafford?
He's a
If
better
they're-
fit.
So, but Aaron Rodgers wouldn't have fit? Wait a minute. They're both elite talents, according to you. Aaron Rodgers wouldn't fit? Because you could have brought him back for less.
No, you couldn't have brought.
You could have gotten Aaron Rodgers
Aaron
for less.
Rodgers for less.
Correct.
Right. What they decided to do was pay Matthew Stafford more to get the guy they wanted, rather than to bring Aaron. But if Matthew Stafford would have signed with the Raiders an hour ago instead of the Rams, I were you, I would have said, okay, now we get Aaron Rodgers, and I have leftover money to keep Cooper Kupp or go out and
I
get
don't
Devontae
want Cooper Kupp.
Adams.
First of all, time has moved past. Cooper Kupp is not going to be a Ram next year.
I don't think that's necessarily
that's true.
I think the fact, DeMarco was saying it earlier, that I think if he's willing, he can't come back under his contract.
He's got to come back for way less.
Right.
Because
If
they have to
he's
sign
willing
Alaric
to
Jackson.
do that, I would welcome Cooper Kupp back.
The Rams have the best, right now, the best free agent offensive lineman is Alaric Jackson, who played left tackle for him last year. It was necessary for them to bring back Stafford. It's now necessary for them to bring back Alaric Jackson. And it's more important to bring back Alaric Jackson than it is to bring back Cooper Kupp.
Agree with all of it.
Okay.
What my point is, you're saying Cooper Kupp will not be a Ram here next year.
I
And
don't
I'm
think
saying
so.
not so fast.
You think he's going to give back money?
If he's willing to. If he's not, I agree with you. If he says you either honor my contract or I'm out of here, see ya. But even Jordan Rodriguez wrote that this morning, that coming back under that either Stafford or Kupp coming back under their current arrangement is not an option. Well, now you took care of Stafford,
Right.
If Kupp wants to come back, great. Take less money, reflective of how many games you've played the last 2 years.
Well, the difficult thing with Kupp is, they gave him permission to go out and seek a trade. Nobody's trying to get him.
Right.
Nobody wants him at the price he's at right now.
You think he won't be here?
I don't think he will.
Because, well, you might be right, but I think there's a chance.
Yeah, I think it's, there's always a chance. I think it's highly unlikely. I just don't think
They like him, he likes them. It's about money.
I just don't. It's also about production.
Right.
His production fell
So
off
if
dramatically.
he's willing-
His injuries.
We're actually closer here than you think. If he's willing to be paid based on his production, I think there's a deal to be made.
What, pay him by the reception?
No. Pay him what are you paying, who was the third receiver last year?
DeMarcus Robinson.
What are you paying him?
He signed him a couple of year deal. I don't know
Okay.
off the top of my head.
If he'll play for DeMarcus Robinson money, come on down. If you won't, okay, go play for somebody else.
See, DeMarcus Robinson, though, is their deep threat, and Cooper Kupp is their middle of the field guy.
Well, Puka can go deep. Puka was at the game last night.
Was he?
Yeah, I was in the bathroom right behind him.
What, did you say anything?
Said hi.
Hey, Puka.
I said, Puka, how
Do
you
you
doing?
hold
He
out your
goes,
hand and
"Great."
say, John
No.
Ireland, nice to meet you?
No, I didn't. I said, hey, Puka, how you doing? He goes, good.
And by the way, last night also, it looked like there were a bunch of stars in the building, right? Chalamet was with Ben Affleck.
Right. Well, and also all the people from Genie's show were there, but I didn't see Kate Hudson, but all the other ones were there from that new show.
By the way, DeMarcus Robinson is a free agent, and he was a cap hit of $4 million.
Okay, so.
Damn. So they may not have DeMarcus Robinson back.
But, they're great at drafting third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh
They did
round.
it with Kupp. They did it with Puka.
Right. So I think Les Snead will figure it out. But if Cooper Kupp wants to stay, he has to agree to stay for a deal that is commensurate with the production you're talking about. He hasn't produced in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So, hey, I'm going to pay you like the receiver you've been for the last 2 years.
Well, we're going to be a $4 million cap.
We already paid you for your MVP Triple Crown year. Now we'll pay you for this.
This is the mistake that people make, though. You don't pay for past performance. You pay for future performance. I've seen what Cooper Kupp was capable of. I don't know what he is capable of anymore.
Michael, would you offer? Michael just walked in.
Hey,
would
Michael.
you offer Cooper Kupp a deal to come back for less money?
Yes, guys age a lot slower now. He's still a very productive player. Mace. Why you want to get rid of a guy just because he's in his early 30s? Don't you see Travis Kelce?
I don't think I think you're more with us than you.
You know,
are
no,
willing to
you would have
admit.
got rid of Jerry Rice.
You
at
would
32.
get rid of him. You would get rid of him on a team friend. You would keep him on a team friendly deal.
Yeah, but here's the thing. As long as I can keep my left tackle.
Right.
That's the most. And if the left tackle is the only thing you can get under the cap, then you get your left tackle.
We agree, and then you go draft somebody in the 5th round and turn him into the next Cooper Kupp.
Right.
When was Puka taken? 3rd round, 2nd round? He wasn't a 1st round pick.
Kupp was 5th round. I think Puka was 3rd round. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was 3rd round.
They're good at this.
Yeah, they are. And I think the bottom line is, hooray. We get to keep our quarterback.
5th round in the 2023
Puka?
draft, the 177th pick overall. Come on down.
Yeah, do not sleep on Les Snead and what they're doing.
19 other wide receivers were taken before Puka, and all 32 teams passed on him at least once.
It's all interesting, too, because Les Snead made his name with F them picks, and then once he gets picks, he makes such good use of them. You look at the draft picks, they've got the youngest, probably a top 5 defense next year. It's one of the least expensive defenses in the league, and they're all kids.
You guys know who the greatest NFL undrafted player ever was? He was a quarterback.
Greatest undrafted player.
That's a great question.
Quarterback.
And he was
a quarterback, played in the old NFL many, many years ago.
Because Brady was taken in the 7th round,
Played
right? Or 6th round?
6th round. He played, I'll give you a hint what era he played. He played in the 50s, 60s, mostly in the 60s and early 70s.
I'll say...
White guy.
Sonny Jurgensen.
Close.
I'll say Sammy Baugh.
Come on, it's so obvious, guys.
Bart Starr.
Johnny Unitas.
Johnny
Not
Unitas,
drafted.
Was
not
not
drafted.
That's right. How about that?
Wow.
I don't even know where Johnny Unitas went to college. Do you?
Where did he go to college? I used to know that. So
Yeah.
it's easy to look it up. But yeah, he was undrafted.
up.
Yeah.
And I think he was. Then I think the Colts got him. He was waived after he tried out. They got $100. They paid for him. The Colts. And for a long time, he was considered the greatest quarterback
Oh yeah,
ever.
sure he was. Sure he was. All right, so we got a busy show today.
Louisville.
We're gonna
Like
do
Lamar
a
Jackson.
bunch of Lakers coming up. Michael Thompson's here. Pepe's here. It's a Cosm Ticket Friday. If you're caller number 7 right now at 877-710-ESPN, you get a chance to experience the English Football League at Cosm, Los Angeles. Enjoy immersive game action in the Dome. Middlesbrough versus Derby County, Saturday, March the 1st at 7 a.m. Limited time, limited tickets available through Cosm or the Cosm mobile app. Right now, caller number 7, you get the prize, 877-710-ESPN. And it's time to tell you about all of my friends over there at That's right. At Chumba Casino, the action never stops. Play online social games anytime, anywhere for free. No purchase necessary. Your playbook is stacked. Think bingo and solitaire and slots and so much more. Hundreds of games. You'll never run out of action. Here's the kicker. They're dropping fresh games every single week. It's like a highlight reel of fun ready for you to tackle. Plus, free daily login bonuses and a sweet welcome bonus when you join. Play for free. Take your shot. You could redeem some awesome prizes. What are you waiting for? The clock is ticking and the game is on. Suit up, take your shot, and let's head to ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com. Available only to players in the U.S., excluding Washington, Michigan, Montana, Connecticut, and Nevada, and Canada, excluding Quebec. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The Lakers are rolling.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill?
It's just better for you.
Right now, get our Value Bowl combo for only $8.99. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Are you the greatest Laker fan of all time? Enter to win, and you could be named the Lakers GOAT. That's right, GOAT. The winner will receive the ultimate fan package, including courtside seats, exclusive experiences, Lakers swag, and BB Go for a year. For all the contest information, visit LakersGFOAT.com.
Robinhood.com/gold.
Investing involves risk. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold at $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother was saying he got life insurance from Ethos. With Ethos, it only took 10 minutes, and he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit GetEthos.com. That's GetEthos.com.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
You're checking out the Waba Grill Lunch Hour here on Mason and Ireland.
Sup, people?
Why do they grill the order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. Their Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins and fresh steamed vegetables. Right now, get a value bowl combo for only $8.99 for a limited time. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Just like Mason and Ireland are for you.
Tell me if I'm weird here. Don't answer
Yes,
that question.
you're weird.
I knew that was coming.
The Waba Grill Lunch Hour rolls on right now.
Sup, people? It is Friday, officially Friday. You know what that means. We got to play that song that annoys everybody, including Greg Bergman.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
Honest answer to
Yes.
this question.
Okay.
Do you think, because my answer to this question is yes.
Yep.
Okay. Brian, I want you to weigh in on this too. Do you think this is the last Mason and Ireland show that Greg Bergman ever produces?
Oh, that's a good question. I know the answer.
Yes.
No, it's not.
I am going to say.
I know what you think, but I'm saying yes anyway. Brian, what do you think?
I think it won't be.
Yeah.
You think that the Laura experiment will fail and Greg will come back?
No, not that. I think that, people miss time every now and then, so,
They did it together for a while,
Well,
right?
that's true. Okay, let me add a caveat. Other than a fill-in due to absence.
Ooh, that changes things.
So other than a pinch hitter role, is this the last Mason and Ireland show? How many years have you produced our show?
9.
Is this after a 9-year run? Is this the last year that?
Laura's upset.
Now Laura doesn't like it.
Yeah.
No,
well,
Laura,
we haven't gotten that far, Laura. Don't worry.
Laura, we think you're going to come in next week and kill it, and Greg's going to go be corporate Greg. You disagree with that?
You're going to totally.
I think he loves you guys too much.
Yeah.
No, but he would still be our boss.
No, but he likes being.
Amanda did this. Amanda produced our show forever, and then she left and hired Greg, and then Greg took over.
Yeah.
And I
That's
think
exactly how I got
think
in.
that's what's happening now.
Greg
I think
ain't coming back. He's gonna be like an ambassador at
you're right.
cocktail
Michael's
parties.
with me. Mace, what say you?
I agree. I think if Laura is out, Greg will step in. But
Right.
otherwise, I
Yeah.
think this is Greg's
He's gonna have
farewell
He's
show.
gonna be hanging out
I
with
feel like
executives.
we should be doing more for you, actually.
No,
today.
it doesn't matter.
A Greg Bergman farewell show.
I am not going anywhere. And
I
Laura
know
is going.
you're not going anywhere. I know you're going to be in your office. I'm asking, honest answer, other than a pinch hitter, is this the last Mason and Ireland show you produce?
95% no.
Oh!
So here,
there
and it's not about
a
Laura.
chance.
Laura is going to come in here next week and absolutely destroy. She's going to kill it. It's
So
going
is
to be
it a
great.
head count thing?
No, we don't need to get into all that detail.
No, it's a he's got to do all the stuff that Morales was doing thing.
Right.
And so when Morales eventually does come back, I'm going to probably
Greg,
come back.
The head count thing is not unique to ESPN. This happens at companies
everywhere.
all over
You
the
guys
place.
just gonna fire Laura whenever Greg
No,
decides?
Laura
to come back?
Absolutely not.
Laura's hired full time now. She's
Right.
she's here.
Okay.
Yeah, Laura is
gonna
full
show-
time. She's not going anywhere.
When next week, Greg's gonna start doing all the stuff Morales used to do. 'Cause
Well, I'm doing
Morales
it
is
now.
Still on medical leave, and Laura's gonna come in, and I sense that it's a permanent change. What do you think?
So you're gonna do the Dalton Connect thing? Oops, sorry. Should we change our mind? Come back.
Laura is
You're gonna
filling
Dalton
in
Connect
while I have to
Laura?
go do more management stuff. I will be back.
That is
I'm
a
not
great-
going anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere.
Let me just say,
Laura's going to kill it, though.
I cannot wait for the Laura era of Mason and Ireland. The Laura era.
Me too.
Everything changes. Do you hear about the new feature guest of the day? It starts on Monday. Guest of the day.
You guys are stupid. But you will have Sean McVay on Monday, so
There you go.
congratulations. And guess who got that? This guy.
Wait a minute, we have Sean McVay on Monday?
Yes.
Wait,
Oh,
do
that's
you
fantastic.
Not read the text he sent
No,
you?
I don't.
This is why I want to get out of here.
Yeah,
This is why I
he
don't book
texted
guests.
This to us an hour ago.
Well, I mean, I haven't checked my text messages in an hour.
Who doesn't check their text messages
Me!
for an hour?
I don't live on my phone the way some people do.
Unless you offer him a fantasy trade, and then he gets back to you
Then
within
I will
10
get
minutes.
right
Immediately.
back to you. Exactly. All right. Well, thanks, Bergman. Nice work. See you later.
Yeah.
All right.
Hail
Bye.
fellow man.
Bye.
I'm waiting for Monday. You kidding?
Yeah.
He's going to miss us. He'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be back. He'll be back. Michael Thompson last night. Boy, there's no question that Luka had a really awful shooting night. Even he said after the game he played like crap.
No, he didn't. He just shot bad, but he does
No,
other things.
No, but he did say that.
Yeah, he did.
He
This
said,
is
"I
a
am
direct
playing
quote.
terrible."
Right. He was 1-9 from 3. They're 4-2 since he got here, and I think that Ireland. I don't know if it's on the air or off the
Wait
air.
a minute,
but
they're 8-2 since he got here. 4-2 in the games that he's played.
Oh, 4-2 in
Yeah.
the games that he's played. Okay.
They're 8-2 since he got here.
Right. So in the case of Luka, even if he's not shooting well, he is still so valuable because
And this is what nobody saw coming. The exact point you're making.
Because he-
look at what it's done for LeBron.
look at LeBron in the fourth quarter of games.
And look at the way LeBron is playing defense.
Exactly.
LeBron is playing better. LeBron right now is the best defensive player on our team. He's playing better defense than Dorian Finney-Smith and Jared Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
I mean, he's engaged. He's defending people. And Michael, my guess is he just never had the energy.
Right.
And now he's
Yeah,
got
he's
another
good.
guy to
Yeah.
carry the ball handling load. So
Exactly.
all of a sudden you look at the fourth quarter and here comes LeBron.
He's very fresh in the fourth.
The last two games were games that maybe before Luka got here, LeBron would have burned out and we wouldn't have won. But he took the game over the other night against Dallas, and then last night in the fourth quarter he came up big again. I mean, he's the reason we're winning.
Now tonight
9 out of 11.
Is tonight because I would be shocked if Rui plays after
I don't
leaving
think he's
the game.
gonna. Yeah.
Luka banged his knee, and he also hasn't played a back-to-back since he got here.
We will
Vanderbilt has not played a
probably-
back-to-back.
We will probably get a text during the show or maybe shortly thereafter with the status of all those guys. So my guess is we'll know something before 3:15.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be shocked if one or more of those guys sat. This kind of feels to me like a trap game. The Clippers, I think, are going to get Norman Powell back. He was upgraded to questionable from out. He's been out.
Yeah, questionable.
He's been
yeah.
out since the All-Star break.
Yep.
Norman Powell's having a really good year. Kawhi is playing now, and he's playing better.
Harden playing?
Yeah.
Harden's not on the injury list.
So I could say, and the Clippers were off last night. The Lakers played.
Yep.
If the Lakers win this game, we're really on to
Well,
something.
especially if they are shorthanded. Again, we don't know exactly. Rui seems unlikely, but it's a back-to-back, and they're being careful still with Luka. By the way, the conditioning on Luka is definitely a thing. I mean, I see him gassed at the end of quarters and at timeouts and stuff like that. He missed 6 weeks, the longest stretch of his career because of injury in season, and I think we're seeing that. He's still I mean, can you imagine once Luka starts going off what these games are going to look like?
Right. Well, think about this. They're 8-2 since the trade.
Yep.
The trade was exactly a month. Well, I mean,
Feb 1,
short
right?
month, Feb 1, yeah. But this is the last day of the month. But, Michael, let me ask you this about Luka. His shooting is way below normal for him.
He's streaky.
So
He
last
goes
night,
up and down.
he made 6 of 20 shots, went 1 of 9 from 3. Since joining the Lakers, 22% from 3. He's normally a 35% three-point shooter. J.J. Redick says he's not worried about Luka finding a shot. Are you?
No, because I watched all that games because obviously Clay, and this is what he does. He gets cold. He'll go cold for a couple of weeks, and he gets hot. He's making 15 out of 20. So he's not a pure
So
shooter
it's
like a
nothing
Steph.
for fans to be concerned about.
No, he's up and down like this a lot. But like you say, he rebounds, he assists, so he makes up for his, and he gets to the free throw line
and
so
to
much.
your point, Mace, he takes the load off of LeBron for the first 3 quarters. So in the fourth now, when we used to lose close games, I now think we're going to be favored in close games.
Yeah.
Like tie game, 5 minutes left. I'll take my chances with Luka and LeBron on the court together. Let's go.
Yeah, I think, boy, I'll tell you what, I think it's not impossible that this team goes to the finals and has a chance to win it all.
Oklahoma City is the concern. They
absolutely.
are really, really good.
Yes.
But we are now a game and a half out of the 2 and a game out of the 3. Okay?
Right.
We're the 4. So right now, Oklahoma City's like 7-8 games in front. Memphis, Michael, they don't scare me. They scare you?
Not at all.
Denver used to scare me until I saw the game last Saturday.
Luka's 1-0 against Denver.
And so now I think we're in a fair fight against Denver now.
Yep.
Michael, I wouldn't be shocked if the Lakers get the 2.
Yeah, like I said, the only team that I'm worried that the Lakers should be worried about is Dallas when they're healthy.
Right.
Because they get them big boys.
And the problem with Dallas is they got to get healthy sooner than people are projecting because right now, what are they, 9th?
9th, but they're about 4 games ahead of Phoenix for the 10th.
Right, but if they've got to work their way through the play-in tournament.
That's 2 games they'll have to win.
Right. Then it's just more stress on these guys that are hurt. But I'm with you, Michael. I think if they get healthy, they're going to be really good.
Scary.
So here's one nugget before we go to break and get to the wheel of questions. The New York Giants are the team that looks like they are now in pursuit of Aaron Rodgers.
Good. They need a quarterback.
Yeah, I would like to see the Raiders get Rodgers, but I can see the Giants doing that too.
Makes sense.
Why do you hate a confident, cocky quarterback who's
I
good?
I don't like guys who make it about them. I want guys.
Every quarterback does that.
Not everybody. When's the last time Matthew Stafford made something about him?
So you didn't like Kobe?
This whole offseason.
Look, Kobe was valuable as a team player.
You didn't like Tom Brady?
Tom Brady. Did he make it about him a little bit? Yeah, he did make it a little bit like him.
He left him and went to Tampa.
No,
and said,
but
I'll
I'm
win
saying
here.
all the TB12 stuff and all that business was like a thing.
Yeah.
I just don't.
But that would have bothered you, even though he's giving you 6 Super Bowls.
No, I take the 6 Super Bowls. Aaron Rodgers does stuff that's more destructive.
Eccentric. So what? But he's a great player. Who cares? We want everybody to be a robot?
Yeah. He was a great player. I don't know that we'll see how good he is with the New York
his
Football
stats
Giants.
Last year were almost identical to Matthew Stafford.
He had linemen like me trying to block for him. You put a line in front of him.
Get ready for 5-12 with the Giants.
Well, they were going to go 5-12 if
Johnny Unitas was
Brady
there.
played
And
quarterback.
now Aaron Rodgers is going to toil away in obscurity.
The Jets stink from the head. Their owner in that recent pro football streak he was the only one that got an F.
An F. Flat out F. All right, going to spin the wheel of questions coming up next. Michael Thompson's here. Pepe's going to be along. Lakers versus Clippers tonight at Crypto. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, let me tell you about your Southern California Toyota dealers. Do you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? It's the greatest. The car I have right now has a no-cost maintenance plan. I got my oil changed today. You go pick up your car. What do I owe you? Nothing. That's Toyota Care. It covers all normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. Explore Toyota's full lineup of vehicles. Whatever you're looking for, they've got it. Car, truck, SUV. Here's what you do. Just visit your Southern California Toyota dealers or go to Toyota.com. We make it easy, Toyota. Let's go places.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill?
It's just better for you.
Right now, get our Value Bowl combo for only $8.99. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Are you the greatest Laker fan of all time? Enter to win, and you could be named the Lakers GOAT. That's right, GOAT. The winner will receive the ultimate fan package, including courtside seats, exclusive experiences, Lakers swag, and BB Go for a year. For all the contest information, visit LakersGFOAT.com.
Hey guys, it's Sedano at Los Angeles International Airport. Changes are arriving daily to help reduce traffic, save travelers time, and transform the travel experience. The LAX economy parking structure is now open with thousands of smart parking spaces, as well as hundreds of EV charging stations. Modernized terminals have biometric gates for faster boarding, and in the future, the People Mover train will connect travelers to LA Metro. For more information, go to their website, flylax.com/transforminglax. That's flylax.com/transforminglax.
You never expect a Hail Mary pass to win and end the game or getting into an accident. Hey, it's Trav with DeMarco.
Only one all-star defense team you can call to defend you. The personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000.
Don't get sacked by others. Joseph will help you achieve the maximum compensation you deserve. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000.
Let Joseph and his team score a touchdown for you.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think you could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text LIKE to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone-boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now, and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text LIKE to 42424. That's LIKE to 42424.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
And it is the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland, here each weekday. You know what it's time for? What
is this?
It's time for Wheel of Questions. Producer Brian Cohen, are you ready with that wheel? Hit it, Jack.
Well, this comes from a very reliable source, the New York Post. A female airline passenger was flabbergasted after returning from the bathroom to find a note with a shocking request on her seat. She writes, went to the bathroom on a 9-hour flight, came back to find this. She shared a picture that said, hey, can I get your number? So if that happens to you, or if she asks, how should I handle this? What do you tell her, Michael?
Well, yeah, go ahead, Michael.
Crumple it up and throw it in the garbage.
Really?
Who does that? What kind of creepy guy does that? Go up to the woman
Now,
and you can
by
show
the
some
way,
confidence.
People have met in weirder places,
By the
in
way,
weirder ways.
Ben has a friend that met a girl on a New York to L.A. flight.
Yes.
Started chatting it up. By the end of the flight, they were making out, and now they're married.
I have a
Making
friend.
out on the plane?
Yeah.
Was it a private jet?
No.
No, you
How
can
can you make out on the
you're allowed to
Southwest
make
plane?
out on
They
a
were
plane.
sitting next to each other. They lifted the armrest, and let's
No
start making
rules
out.
against that, Michael. No rules against that.
Wait a minute. If you're sitting across them, you see two people just over there tonguing each other. What are you going to do?
Nothing. You're
Aren't you
going
gonna
to
think that's weird?
you're going to wish them luck. This happy
now,
couple.
Now, what's weird about this particular...
Did she know who it was, by the
No.
way? Oh, okay.
And, complicating matters, the message seemed especially cryptic as the secret sender did not leave their info. So there was no way to get a hold of them, even if she was interested. Brian, you get up to go to the bathroom on a long flight, you come back, hey, can I get your number? How do you handle it?
I think I'm with Michael. I throw it away. That's a little weird. It's different if somebody comes up to you and asks, but to not even know who put it there, that's a little creepy.
Greg?
Just write my number down. Say, hey, let's go.
right. But where
Who
do you-
cares?
where do you Let's put it? roll.
Yeah, I'll just put it on the seat and I'll go to the bathroom again. And then see what happens.
If you guys want more details,
Put my head out the window. Be like,
she
huh.
says, I have a boyfriend, so I was not interested. But even if I was single, why would I give up my number to a completely anonymous stranger without even having seen them? It was just a strange thing to do. It's
creepy.
My curiosity would get the better of
Me
me.
too.
That I would write down who sent me this and stick it like on the back of my chair, on like the seat on the side of the seat.
Right, sure.
And then I'd get up and go back to the bathroom.
Go back
and
to
see
the
if
bathroom,
anybody
see if anybody
responded.
shows up. Yeah, I
want
need
to see what they look like.
Look, I need a headshot. I need a picture to know if I'm interested
I
in the
want to
game.
know if he's on my team or your team. I want to, come on.
By the way, it's a compliment, Michael.
It is a
this
compliment,
is a
but it's
compliment.
creepy.
I must look really good on this flight.
So if this guy comes and peeks in a window because she's good looking, that's a compliment too?
No, that's not. But you shoot your shot, Michael.
No, you don't do it
Yeah,
that way.
you shoot
no,
your shot.
You man up and say, hey, baby, I'm so-and-so.
She
Hey,
says,
baby, you're off to
Yeah.
a good start there. Hey, baby.
she says
That shows
she had an
confidence.
aisle seat and she was sitting next to a much older married couple. The husband was next to her. But he didn't interact with her the whole flight.
He was scared to.
So she says, I have no idea who this could have been.
Well, that guy knew. The old guy in the middle
who
seat
left it
knew.
there? Who left it?
I would have found out who left me that note.
Do a little reconnaissance.
Yes, exactly.
Now
Somebody
you're
knows.
talking.
Somebody saw it.
That's right.
Yeah. All right, that's an interesting. So I tell you what, I would take it as a compliment. I don't know where I would even give my number. Give me your number. It's like, where do you send the number?
How about this? The plot seemed to thicken. given that her boyfriend was also on the flight, seated across the aisle, one row in front of her, you think the boyfriend might be messing with her, testing her to see if she'd give up her number.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Oh, it's a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Yeah, I don't know. By the way, we always sit. We never sit together on the flight. Do you sit together?
And Juan?
Yeah, no.
Lisa and I just took a flight together. We were aisles opposite.
That's what we try to do.
Yeah.
Aisles opposite is the best way.
Right.
And someone asked
because we
us-
both want an aisle seat.
Me too. That's
Someone
all right.
asked Lisa, "Hey, do you want to sit with your husband?" She said, "No, I want the aisle."
I like this aisle seat exactly. Alaric Jackson news.
here's-
What do you got, Greg Bergman?
So it's not breaking news, so we not going to play the sounder. From Jeremy Fowler, the Rams and offensive tackle Alaric Jackson are getting close on a long-term extension per sources. The deal is not done, but is trending in the right direction.
Sounds good. That's what that was my next item on the to-do list for the Rams.
All right, before we drop this wheel of questions
Yes.
thing, here, like she put this out on Reddit,
Mhm.
and here are some suggestions. You guys tell me if these are good suggestions or bad ones. Okay.
Sure, Reddit has great suggestions.
Yes. I'd ask loudly, who left me the love note? And watch who turns red or who says it's not a love note.
Okay, that's
Good idea
one
or
way to
bad
go.
idea?
I love that one.
That's stupid.
Okay.
You're
No, why
making
is it stupid?
somebody.
That's great.
Somebody has to be bold at that point.
Right.
He says
You
that.
look like
Then
an idiot.
Then you
saying
can
that
stand
out
up and be like, "It was me."
Yeah.
You know?
All right. Somebody else says, I think your only option is to stand up and loudly announce your phone number. 8675309. That's my number.
Yeah, that's interesting. What's the craziest shot you ever took? In other words, shoot your shot. This guy obviously stick the note on the plane. Did you ever take a shot, like a big swing?
I've always been in the public eye, so I need to be a little careful.
Right, sure.
But
when
I
you were in
think I
college.
did.
In college.
When I was a bartender.
Yep.
I kind of hit it off this girl, and I was talking to her, and she settled the tab with a credit card and left me a really big tip. And I said, "Wow, that's really nice of you, but the tip line's incomplete."
Right.
And she goes, "What?" I go, "You didn't put your phone number on there."
Oh,
and she did.
That's good.
She gave
That's
it to me.
good.
I went out with her 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, Michael, you never shot well, you shot your shot with Julie.
Yeah, but that's the only time I didn't. Other than that, I didn't have.
How
to.
did you approach her?
I just hey.
Oh,
hey.
I am a Laker. That's right. I forgot.
No, I
that
wasn't a
story.
Laker yet. I was with the Blazers.
Oh, well, that doesn't carry
But
as
what'd you
much
say to her?
cachet.
Well, I just had to. I did a twirl and let her look.
A twirl.
Your
Who
very
are you
first,
in Roger Ailes'
your very
office?
first words to Julie were what?
Come here a second.
Okay. And what'd you tell her?
What's your name?
Okay.
I'm Michael.
My name is Julie. What's your name?
My name's Michael.
Why are you bothering me?
Just wanted to come over and meet you.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Well,
And
that's
So how
just
did you advance
honest and
it
direct.
to a date?
Then I said, "Would you like to come to a game sometime?"
Good work.
Oh,
And that's all you got to do.
Good.
And that's
That's
it.
good.
That's as far as you need
I
to
have
go.
a friend. I'm going to give him a shout out. His name is, believe it or not, my friend is athletic, black, and his name is Gerald Ford.
Really?
Spelled like the former president.
Oh, wow.
So Gerald told me, he's married now, but he told me that when he first moved to L.A., he bought Michael 2 Lakers season tickets, and he said, using your line, got him more dates than anything else he ever could have done. He would always have 2, like, for example, he'd have 2 tickets to the game tonight. If he was out doing his job during the day and he met an attractive woman, he would say, "Hey, I'm Gerald. How you doing? I'm Lisa. Hey, Lisa. Listen, I know this is a little forward, but you like basketball?
Yeah.
Sure." He goes, "I got 2 tickets to a Laker game tonight, and I don't have anybody to go with. Would you like to go?"
Right.
It's good. No pressure. I'll give you the ticket right now. We'll meet at the game. And he said it worked every time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure.
Definitely.
I'm sure. Ticket to a game, that works.
Heck
yeah.
Bergman, you ever shoot your shot?
I did shoot my shot a few times. There was one that I really remember that did not go well for me at all. I was at a club.
Shit, you didn't use. Should I call you or nudge you after she went?
No, I didn't do like a line like that. I was dancing with someone. There was a big group of us, but I was dancing with this one girl, and I was just dancing with her, and I go, "I'm into you," and she just was like, "No," so I just went, "Okay."
Well, you handled it well.
That was good.
And just went away.
That was good.
It did not work out.
Hey, what's on tap today on 710 ESPN? Well, thank you to Michelob Ultra. Lakers back again tonight at home against the Clippers. Coverage starts at 5:30. Tip-off at 7. Hear it all for your afternoon drive on 710 AM or in crystal clear digital audio on the all-new ESPN LA app. Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. All right, let's do some sports graffiti. Here we go, 877-710-ESPN. Stafford back with the Rams, trying to work out a deal with left tackle Alaric Jackson. Lakers win again last night. What does that make them, 8 of their last 10, John? I think it is.
9 of 11.
9 of 11.
Yeah.
There you go. They are rolling right now. Look good. Luka had a bad shooting night, but LeBron is able to do so much more when there's another creator on the floor with him. 877-710-ESPN. We'll get to your calls coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill?
It's just better for you.
Right now, get our Value Bowl combo for only $8.99. Waba Grill, it's for you.
I'm Doug Hopkins.
And I'm Damon Lyons.
And we want to buy your house.
With over 30 years in the business and more than 20,000 real estate transactions, Seller's Advantage offers a much better buying experience.
We don't charge agent fees, you pay no commissions, and you make no repairs. Seller's Advantage will show you a no obligation as-is cash offer and can close in just a few days.
Just check out our Google reviews and see for yourself.
Call Seller's Advantage today or visit sellersadvantage.com.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Number for Real Fathers' Rights.
833-ESPN 710.
And RFR710.com.
Yes, RFR710.com.
Hey, it's Mace. Want a new game to get excited about? Check out Chumba Casino, your favorite online social casino. It's free to play, no strings attached. Enjoy social casino games like bingo, slingo, and slots and more with new releases every week, whether you're at home or on the go. Play for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. Get started today at ChumbaCasino.com.
Available only to players in the U.S., excluding Washington, Michigan, Montana, Connecticut, and Nevada, and Canada, excluding Quebec. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement, and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256, or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergatt.com.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station.
Mason and Ireland on LA's mega sports station.
Oh my, am I really on Mason and Ireland show?
Yes.
This is a great moment. Hey.
Right now, more of Mason and Ireland on 710.
All right, let's do this thing. A little sports graffiti on a Friday. Anything goes. Let's start out with Ronnie. Ronnie, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's happening, man?
Hey, guys, I was listening to Kobe's final game
right
earlier today.
Yeah, my favorite game that I've ever called.
Yeah, it's an amazing game.
My goodness. Just amazing. You see Kanye West actually smiling, Snoop with his selfie, everything, right? My question is, Michael, how did you keep your cool? you were so chill during that radio broadcast. Everyone screaming, John, hyping up the crowd. And, Michael, you were pretty chill.
That's a great question. I was just soaking it all in, man. I was in awe of what I was watching, to see a man at that age having the energy to go out that way to score 60 points. I was just soaking it all in. I was just letting Ireland have his fun.
I thought you were great in that game.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you were asking all these questions.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Michael was asking all
Thanks,
these questions that I wouldn't have thought of. Like, he right in the middle of it all, he goes, Kobe says he's going to work out tomorrow. You really think he's going to believe that?
Yeah.
Like, I
Right.
wonder if he did. I never asked
Probably
him.
did. Kobe was just different, man.
There was a sense of there was obviously huge excitement in the building. There was also a level of awe. People
Well,
were
at one
just.
point, Michael
it was
says, look
awe.
at his teammates. They're all falling down.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they can't believe it.
Crazy. Let's go to Gil. Gil, you are on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Gil.
Hey, guys, I just want to talk about Luka's game against the Mavs the other night.
Yeah.
I noticed at the end of the game he dabbed up and was really cool with all of his teammates, the Mavs teammates, his ex-teammates. And I feel like that kind of steps on Nico's message that he wasn't a culture fit.
Did you
Good.
notice?
Really
Did you
great.
notice who he didn't acknowledge in any way?
Who?
Jason Kidd.
Yeah, Jason Kidd.
Yeah,
Because he thinks Kidd was in on it.
Well, I think, and AD came out and said something similar
AD
the other day.
thinks other people were in on it, yeah.
both Luka and AD think more people know than are letting on.
Well, if it happened to you, would you not distrust kind of everybody that was in the previous
I believe
place?
Pelinka and Nico. Nobody else knew because that would leak out. Somebody's agent would leak it out.
I was surprised that they had conversations with Minnesota about Anthony Edwards
They had to keep
for
that
Luka.
quiet, too, because you don't want to piss Anthony Edwards off.
No.
You know,
Do you think now? No. He'll
by the way,
he'll get a tee and throw a ball into the crowd.
After Sports Graffiti, let's talk about Anthony Edwards getting thrown out of that game
Okay.
last night. It was such crap.
We'll do it. Let's go to Alex. Alex, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's happening, Alex?
Hey guys, long-time listener, first-time caller. Love the show.
Thanks.
I'd like to get all three of you guys' opinions on this, especially Michael from being in the league. So I'm thinking about the playoffs and the conference finals. It looks like in the East it's going to be between Boston and Cleveland, but in the West the seeding would have to work out right. And what I would love to see, and I think what the NBA should really want to see, is a Lakers-Warriors Western Conference Finals. How fun would that be? And John, how fun would that series be to call?
It would be awesome, but
amazing.
Michael, I don't know how we get there. What happens to Oklahoma City? Like, which one of those teams knocks OKC out?
It would have to be the lowest seed, right?
So it'd probably be the Warriors, because I'm
The
hoping
Warriors
the Lakers
in that
get
sort
the-
of 8?
No, they're moving up fast.
No, I think if everybody's healthy, I think a bigger draw ratings would be Lakers Mavericks.
Oh, Lakers Mavericks is a home run.
Matter of fact, I would say if the Lakers and Mavericks met in the first round of the playoffs, it would be the highest rated first round playoff series ever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's man. The league's got to be rooting for
And
that.
the tickets for those games would be ridiculous through the roof.
In both places.
Yeah, let's go to Mike. Mike, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's happening, Mike?
Hey, I don't mean any disrespect, but do you think Pepe gets confused and thinks his reflection waving on the Jumbotron is people waving back at him?
You know what? This is a great point. He looks at the Jumbotron.
Okay.
He sees himself waving.
So last night,
you, man.
Michael looked left. I look right.
Yep.
We looked everywhere. High, low, in the tunnels. Not one person waved to Pepe. Not anybody.
Poor Pepe.
No one.
Everybody had their back to him.
Did you have I told you I don't think they turned around.
No.
Do you know the story about the Zamboni?
Yeah, you got to ride it. Right?
And everybody waves at the guest on
Pepe
the Zamboni.
would be perfect for that.
Oh my God, he would be so good at.
Because he's got his dictator wave down at this point.
Oh yeah,
he's been doing it for 25 years.
I want to work with Mike and those guys over there to see if we can get Pepe on a Zamboni. That would be
What if
friggin'
nobody
brilliant.
waves?
No, everybody. Oh God, can you imagine if they don't even wave then?
But I've never in any walk of life, by the way, and Pepe's a great guy, but I've never in any walk of life seen anybody continuously wave to no one like he does He'll do it again tonight.
What's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different
Totally
results.
true. Yep.
Pepe's insane.
You have breaking news. What do you got,
Real
Bergman?
quick, and it's just a small thing that's not surprising at all. From Sham Sharania, Philadelphia's Joel Embiid has been ruled out for the season.
That's it.
Another one who needs to lose 30 pounds. I don't get it.
That's done.
I don't. That's why he's always hurt. He's too heavy.
And you combine Embiid with the disappointment of Paul George and our buddy Daryl Morey's in trouble.
Yeah, I think they're all screwed over there.
Yeah.
Let's go to Kevin. Kevin, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Kevin.
Hey, Inning Eaters Greg, we're going to miss you.
Thanks, man.
He's going to have to spend
he's going to have to spend more time working on your guys' contract.
Yeah, exactly. Go work on our.
Figure
go,
that out.
Go talk to our agents. That's what you should be doing.
My number 7 priority.
Yes.
Hey, he's other than being a delusional Raiders fan, he has good takes when it comes to the Lakers and Dodgers. So
Yes,
we
he
appreciate
does.
your content.
He does.
Content.
All right,
All
thank
right,
you
Kevin,
for the call,
thank
man.
you.
Let's go to Scooter. Scooter, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, man?
Yes, how about them Lakers, man?
How about
9 out of 11, 16 out of 20, and they won 9 in a row with teams with better than 500 records, so nothing's beating up on the scrub. I think this team is going to the finals.
Good.
I'm with you, man. Let's go.
They got a chance.
Yeah.
They've found something. I'll tell you.
Let's go to Jay. Jay, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, Jay.
Jay going once.
Two things.
There you are.
One real quick. John. I met you a couple years ago checking in the Terranea. You couldn't have been nicer, so I appreciate that.
Cool. What'd you
Two,
think? Hey, Jay, what'd you think of Terranea?
I actually go there every year, spend my wedding night there. So I have friends that work there, so I've been there pretty often.
Oh, that's great, man.
It's the greatest.
It is awesome.
All right, what else you want to talk about?
All right, number 2. You talked about the tush push the other day, and I have an idea to fix it.
Yeah.
In college, you cannot do a fake kneel. The ref blows the ball dead. So with the tush push in the NFL, should they make it where you can't do a fake? If you line up to do a tush push, you have to do the tush push. What do you guys think about that?
They always do it,
I'm trying to think. Don't they
I've
always
never
do the
seen
tush
a
push?
fake tush push. Have you guys?
Yeah, I don't think it's like an RPO where you.
The
No.
only reason I would
Philly faked it a couple times.
Do they
did
fake it? Yeah.
The only reason I would fake it.
Yeah.
Or I mean, not fake it. The only reason I would kill it, the tush push, is if a bunch of guys are getting hurt.
No,
if
they're
not, leave it in.
No, they're not. I haven't seen guys
That's
get
right.
hurt.
Yeah,
I got that from Jason Kelsey.
Yeah,
he
no.
says it's dangerous.
Does he really?
Yeah,
There-
but, but I don't remember anybody getting
That Eagles offensive line was good all year long,
Yeah.
and they ran that play a lot.
right.
I think it's football, tush push. I mean, figure out how to stop it or
exactly.
figure out how to do it.
That's right.
Let's go to Mario. Mario, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, Mario.
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call. I just wanted to say I hope you guys have a good weekend. I wanted to see if you guys watched the last episode of Severance. And I also wanted to say happy Ramadan to all the Muslim athletes that are playing this next month, because it's hard enough for me to fast. I don't know how they do it being professional athletes.
Yeah.
Didn't Michael? Didn't Akeem Olajuwon for Ramadan once fast for a month and he played?
Oh yeah, man.
I mean, I don't know how you do
yeah,
that.
I don't know how you do that either.
I've never seen Severance. You watch that show?
Yeah, I do watch the show. I've not seen the last episode, although Lindsay says it broke her brain.
Okay.
I will watch it tonight. By the way, I watched the finale of that Paradise show, the one with Sterling K.
All right, so I need to jump back into
yeah,
that?
it's crazy.
I think
It's
Lisa's
crazy.
seen all of them.
Yeah, it's really good. Let's go to Sean. Sean, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, Sean.
Hey, fun effing Friday, so I got one for you.
Okay.
Okay, there's this 10-year-old kid. He's looking for work. He goes around this neighborhood. He knocks on the door, says, "Can I do something around the house, earn some money?" This guy says, older guy says, "I got a porch to paint. You think you can paint the porch?" He goes, "Yeah, I can do it." He says, "You sure?" "Yeah." Paints in the garage. He comes back 2 hours later, says, "I'm all done." He says, "You're done? You painted the whole porch?" He goes, "Yeah, I found the paint in the garage. Besides, it's a Ferrari, not a porch."
No! Yeah, but is right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Let's go to Josh. Josh, you're on Sports Graffiti. Josh, what's your joke of the day? Got anything funny to say, Josh?
Well, as a Clipper fan, I'm a joke. How about that?
I think, hey, Josh, I think you got a real chance tonight. Lakers are on the second night of a back-to-back. We'll see.
Yeah, that's what I was calling about. Lakers are plus 170, so I'm taking it that Luka and LeBron aren't playing tonight. And if that's the case, make sure to take Austin Reeves tonight on as a Goblin on Price Pick.
That's a good call.
Right, well, they have not announced that Luka and LeBron are out.
But
I
it's
think that
interesting.
people-
Are you really getting plus 170 on the Lakers right now? Oh, he's gone. If they're plus 170, that means Clippers are favored.
No,
Is
the
that
last
right?
time I looked, the Lakers were favored by 4.5. Now, if LeBron or Luka or both are out,
Yes.
I would imagine that would flip.
I would think so too. Hey, Pepe.
They're playing. Pepe, what do you think of the chairs?
Hi, very nice looking chairs.
Aren't they great? We have brand new chairs here today. They are very ass friendly. Like it's got nice cushion to them. I don't know what we did to deserve new chairs.
Pepe, you're an honorable, honest man, aren't you? You consider yourself an honorable, honest man? hombre?
What kind of a question is that?
That's a yes or no question.
No, that's a tricky question.
It is.
No, it's not a trick question. Just say yes.
I'm with Pepe.
Question.
He's winding. You're winding up for a
It is a
trick.
tricky question. I know you.
Now, what's your
I know
question?
you.
Well, do you think your friends think you're an honorable and honest man?
You keep on asking me the same question. Just get to the point.
Yes, just
All right,
get to
Pepe.
the point.
Me and Ireland witnessed it last night again for the 715th time.
Oh, Jesus.
You got up and waved. And
Pepe, we really
put the violins now.
No,
What do you
Pepe,
think?
we
I'm
really
the
did
king.
look.
The two of you.
We
and
really
then-
did look.
And then Samuel with his crazy things, and he goes like crazy. You know.
Pepe, do me a favor. Don't change.
No, I'm not going to change. I'm not going to change.
He's
You
waved,
do
He's
you.
waved to the crowd every game he's done since that building opened.
You go for it,
No one has
Pepe.
ever waved
Pepe,
back.
one of the callers called up and said he thinks you're looking at the Jumbotron at yourself waving. And you think people are waving.
You're
You
like
see
a dog.
yourself waving.
You think it's waving
Like
back
my
at you.
dog Ron, who watches TV.
Did United went to Louisville?
Yes.
That's why. No, my question's on potpourri, and you guys don't even remember.
That was you asked us that once during potpourri.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, I didn't know Tom Fears went to UCLA until potpourri.
There you go. See.
So I'll always
You're
credit, and
learning.
that's a
Okay.
final. I'll credit you with that.
Pepe, are you going to wave tonight again?
Of course
he is.
Wait, do you
I
know?
would be disappointed if he didn't.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you, when we went to the Intuit Dome, do they let you do the games from the Intuit Dome or not yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
No.
Okay, but tonight you're in your regular spot.
Totally.
Yeah.
This is a Laker game.
Right.
All right, so it is a Cosm Ticket Friday. If you've not been to Cosm, it is an amazing experience. And they've got an event coming up. We got a pair of tickets right now to sit in the Dome and in immersive reality watch English League Soccer, English Football League, Middlesbrough versus Derby County on Saturday, March the 1st. I'm telling you, you will feel like you're on the sidelines for the game. Right now, got a pair of tickets, 877-710-ESPN for caller number 7. 877-710-ESPN. Tickets go fast, so remember, you can go to Cosm.com, that's COSM.com, or go to the Cosm mobile app. Who is the face of the NBA post-LeBron? We'll get to that coming up. A lot of conversation about it, and we'll do that coming up next for you. In the meantime, let me tell you about Hyundai. You know, I always keep track of how many miles per gallon I'm getting on my Hyundai, and I'm up to 50 miles per gallon. I don't know why I get fixated on it, but it's a beautiful ride. I drive an Elantra from the Southern California Hyundai dealers, and it's my favorite car I've ever driven. And they've got so many cars. When I started working with these guys, they said, drive everything. So I drove the Ioniq 6, which is an EV and is just amazing. The Sonata. Ramona's brother got a Sonata from the Southern California Hyundai dealers. Super stylish, really sharp. If you want an SUV, you can go Santa Fe. I'm telling you, the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event is happening right now. You can get deals right now. It almost feels wrong. Now's the best time to get that Hyundai car or SUV you've always wanted. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with America's best warranty. 3 years, 36,000 miles of limited complimentary maintenance. Don't think you can get away with all that. Think again. Don't wait. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event is going on now. Visit your SoCal Hyundai dealer today. It's a great day for a new Hyundai. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
I'm Doug.
And I'm Damon.
And we want to buy your house.
Let Seller's Advantage show you how we can give you more.
No fees, no commissions, and no repairs. Just a fair cash offer that can close in just a few days.
Check out our Google reviews.
And call Seller's Advantage today or visit sellersadvantage.com.
The ultimate battle of LA. And oh yeah, it's Luka's birthday tonight.
Luka, length of the court to LeBron. What a pass!
Lakers versus Clippers. Coverage begins tonight at 5:30 p.m. on the home of the Lake Show, 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. At Los Angeles International Airport, changes are arriving daily to help reduce traffic, save travelers time, and transform the travel experience. The LAX Economy parking structure is now open with thousands of smart parking spaces, as well as hundreds of EV charging stations. Modernized terminals have biometric gates for faster boarding, and in the future, the People Mover train will connect travelers to LA Metro. For more information, go to their website, flylax.com/transforminglax. That's flylax.com/transforminglax.
ESPN LA and BBGO are going on a quest for the Lakers GAFOTE. No. Not the GOAT. The GOAT. The greatest Lakers fan of all time. Think it's you? Upload your pic or video to Facebook, Instagram, X, or TikTok, and tell us your favorite Lakers memory. Use hashtag LakersGoat, GFOAT, and hashtag promotion, and follow at ESPN Los Angeles. The Lakers GOAT is going to be rewarded with courtside seats, a VIP private tour of the Lakers UCLA Health Training Center, a year's supply of BBGO, and more. The Lakers GOAT. Is it you?
Inheriting a home can be overwhelming. Between repairs and the time it takes to get everything ready to sell, it can feel like more trouble than it's worth. That's where Seller's Advantage comes in. One real customer who inherited a home shared their experience, and I quote, "We had an inheritance from a relative. It would have taken us a lot of time, money, and headaches to get the property in shape to sell. I heard about Seller's Advantage from a radio commercial and decided to give them a try. Their offer was reasonable, and we accepted it. They took care of all the physical effort and legal complexities. We closed within 3 weeks. I would highly recommend them to anyone," end quote. No matter what your reason for selling, call Seller's Advantage today at 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747, or use the website sellersadvantage.com for your free, no obligation cash offer. Sellersadvantage.com.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
We're everyday people doing good in our community. Our kindness runs deep, just like our blood. The same blood we donate to help treat sickle cell disease, which hits black people the hardest. Good news is, 1 in 3 black blood donors is a match for someone struggling with sickle cell disease. Stand tall in the eyes of your community. Donate today because our blood saves lives. Visit redcrossblood.org/ourblood to make your donation.
Whether you're tinkering in your garage or tackling big projects, if you know the value of working with your hands, you know Harbor Freight. And you can be confident knowing that at Harbor Freight, you can get quality tools at prices that work just as hard as you do. Because the only thing more satisfying than a job well done is a job well done, well under budget. Whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. This is Mason in Ireland on your home of Rams football, 710 ESPN.
Full house today. Pepe is here. Michael Thompson is here. We've been reviewing some of Greg Bergman's greatest moments in the history of the show.
That's why there's
Bergman's
been
last
nothing.
day as the producer of Mason in Ireland.
For a short time.
We put together a tribute reel.
That's
Yeah,
it.
That's it. That's all. That's 100% all good. And by the way, me and you, Ireland, we fight on the air a lot, but you're gonna miss me. You are gonna miss me on this show.
Pepe one. This is the
Why
end.
do you think that?
This is the end.
Yeah, this is
Because
the end.
you will. Just wait a week. You
And
will.
that's a final.
Pepe's not gonna miss me.
All right. So
Pepe
Ireland.
will be
Dynamite
back.
dropping money. It always comes out to Pepe.
No more
Yeah.
banning, Pepe. You'll be free to come in.
No,
now.
you'll never be banned.
Yeah, you
Pepe.
can't be banned, Pepe.
Nobody's been banned here in a while. Bergman
Yeah.
gave up banning.
I
Yeah.
didn't give. I
He's
was never the
anti-ban
banner.
now.
Well, first he banned Michael, then he banned
My
Pepe.
lips are sealed.
No.
Banned Freddie Prinze Jr. also.
Right.
What?
That was not me. That
And
was
you-
that was a former boss.
And you
And
banned Joe Fortenbaugh.
You both
well, no, okay.
banned Joe
I did.
Fortenbaugh.
Cappy banned Joe Fortenbaugh.
No, he didn't.
Mason banned Michael.
Oh, that's
and
bull.
another.
Don't even. That is such garbage.
I believe you, Greg.
Yeah, I do not believe me.
Okay.
I don't.
All right,
I
so-
don't hold grudges, Mace.
All right.
LeBron said something after the game last night that has a lot of people up in arms.
Yes.
This was it.
Why do you want to be the face of a league when all the people that that cover our game and talk about our game on a day-to-day basis on everybody? I mean, that responsibility. It's just weird. It's weird energy.
So he says, why would you want to be the face of the league? Because basically you're going to get crapped on all the time by the media.
Right.
No, you don't. Magic didn't. Bird didn't, wasn't it?
It's a different era.
Oh, don't give me that. They were playing today.
You don't
would
think
love those
that? You don't
guys.
think it's a different era?
They would not crap on Bird and Magic if they were playing today. But
You don't think they'd be? You don't think Jordan would be picked apart?
No, Jordan.
What,
no
you don't.
way.
Wait a minute. You don't think Twitter would have gone nuts when he left to play baseball
Who
for
the frick
2
is on
years?
Twitter? You listen to some guy in the basement.
No, I'm
Well,
telling.
that's what LeBron is.
That's what
talking about.
LeBron's talking about. He's talking about Instagram. He's talking about Twitter.
Why do you pay attention to those guys if you're LeBron James?
Michael,
I don't understand that.
How long ago was that? How long? The 80s?
I'm talking about they were playing
How
today.
many years from the 80s?
I'm talking about
Well, I know where you're going, Pepe, and you're right. LeBron is really the first star to have to play in the social media era, and so it makes more fair. But I don't think that. I mean, there are some people that crap on the league,
sure,
but for the most part, to me, it's my favorite league that exists. It's great. We can talk about stuff to try and make the game better, but that's been going on forever. It's just that there's more avenues now.
Correct.
Everybody has a voice on social media, so what LeBron hears is all this negativity, and there were also no talking head shows 20 years ago.
Right.
So there were no Stephen A. Smiths and Tim Bontemps and Tim McMahon and all these guys yelling about what's wrong with the league.
Right. I mean, but it is. He makes a point. You know, Barkley and Shaq kind of crap on the league on a nightly basis.
Well,
that is kind of their
entitled.
act.
They're in the Hall of
They're-
Fame.
Sure, they're
do I.
entitled, but you
And
don't
so
want
do
to be
I
on the
all time
receiving
about
end
this
of it.
league. So I crap on it all the time too. Some of the stupid rules we have, and the
That's
way,
different than crapping on individual
but see,
people.
but they don't crap on LeBron. They might criticize him. So what? But they're not, what are you going to do? You're going to disparage LeBron's legacy and resume? Who can do that?
Yeah,
Are you kidding me?
I don't think he's wrong in the sense that I think coverage of the league is very critical and negative.
Some people that really don't know about NBA talk about LeBron. I think that's what he's talking about.
Why would he care about that?
Michael, I've argued for years that the fans that call this show, and if we open the phones right now, they would call again, that Laker fans, lifelong Laker fans who don't accept LeBron because he's not Kobe is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
But it happens. It's out there.
So why would you put any weight to that opinion?
LeBron,
That's a stupid opinion.
LeBron obviously does. I don't care about their opinion, but LeBron just said he doesn't want to be the face of the league anymore because everybody craps on him.
It's a compliment. And that means you are the man when you're the
All
face
right,
of the
so
league.
let
Any
me-
league.
let me give you an
Who's
example.
the face of the Major League Baseball right now? Is Ohtani,
Shohei.
right?
Right.
Shohei. And the NFL, it's Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
That's a compliment because of your
Michael's
greatness.
right. Nobody craps on the NFL. Not a lot
Sure
of.
they do.
Not a lot of. It's not the same.
Wait a
People
minute.
don't go
you
after.
You just spent 20 minutes crapping on Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
He is an exception to the rule. He is a
But you
unique
just said
exception
nobody
to the
craps
rule.
on the NFL. You did.
Right.
20 minutes
on
ago.
Aaron Rodgers specifically. Yeah.
Is he going to the Hall of Fame?
Who?
Rodgers.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
so-
also 42 years old.
Yeah, but
his
I mean,
best football days are
how
behind him.
How many quarterbacks will go to the Hall of Fame? Not very many.
No, that's true. Pepe.
All right, but here's an example. Like last night, Steph Curry was spectacular.
Yeah, went for 56, right?
So was LeBron.
Shooting from everywhere.
2 nights ago, Zion had his first triple-double. The way people talk about Wemby before he got hurt, you know, as like the greatest thing that we could possibly go and see. I think most people love the league, but that doesn't mean we can't try and make it better. Here's an example. NBA is my favorite sport. Pepe, you and I were talking yesterday on the air about how thankful we are that we get to call these games and that we can't believe we get paid for it. All that still stands, but I'm allowed to say this. Those refs who threw Anthony Edwards out last night made a huge mistake. You can't throw out elite players for mouthing off. We don't care that you, Mr. Official, feel insulted by Anthony Edwards. We're paying to see him.
That's right.
Yes.
We're not paying to see you.
Exactly.
Let me repeat that again. There is not a paying customer in the NBA that is there to see you officiate. Manage it. He did not need to be thrown out of that game. And Michael, 9 out of 10 times guys get ejected. That's the case.
Exactly. I agree with you. 100%.
And I agree with you, and probably you and me say that on the air. But also the thing about LeBron, he plays for the Lakers. As long as he's going to play for the Lakers, people that hate the Lakers are going to hate LeBron.
The Lakers are a lightning rod.
Sure. So let me ask you this. That was his 15th and 16th technicals, right?
And as you
Are
know,
all of them bogus?
Mace, as you know what I've said before, and I'll say it again.
Right.
If I was an NBA official in order for me to give any of the three of you a technical foul,
Right.
you would have to put your hands on me.
Yeah.
If you walk up to me and go, that's the worst effing call, and you are a mother effer, and I
Right.
can't effing believe you keep doing this to me, this is personal, you are here to F us.
Right.
I would look at him and go, shut the F
But
up
are
and
all
play.
16 bogus?
Probably.
I haven't.
Most of them.
I'd have to see him.
Yeah.
but
I bet
if,
you. I bet you
I
a lot
would
of them.
reserve me personally, and Michael, I don't know if you think I'm being Pollyanna here, but me personally, I would reserve technical fouls for physical violence.
Exactly.
Right.
Period.
Here's what I'll say. My least favorite part of watching an NBA game is watching the bitching, complaining, and whining about calls.
So you
constantly.
think they have to address it?
Well, how do you stop guys from doing that? How do you stop guys from reviewing and complaining and not going down to the other end of the court to
Michael,
defend?
that's a fair
and-
question. What's the answer?
How do you stop it? It's-
Referees used to tell us, shut the F up and play.
But when they don't.
Mates, if you're coming at me, here's what
Yeah.
I would say to you. And I agree with you that it's annoying to have to put up with that.
Yes.
Totally annoying.
But if you were coming at me like what you're describing,
Yeah.
I would look at you and say, shut the F up and play. And if you don't, one more word comes out of your mouth, I'm going to tee you up. You ready to play or not?
Now, do you think that's not happening now?
I 100% know it's not happening.
Right. No.
We watched it last night. Anthony Edwards didn't do anything.
No, it was
The
not
other night,
a
Austin
noticeable
Reeves got
thing.
thrown out.
I still don't
Austin
know what
Reeves,
Yeah,
like
that
the
makes no
nicest guy
sense.
in the league,
Yeah, and
got
Austin was upset.
ejected.
And
You
Austin
know,
was
you
set.
know what they should do, and it's similar to what you're saying. They should give the players a warning. You know,
Every
like you already
time.
have a technical.
Pepe, I'll take
Don't
it a step
say anymore.
I'll take it a step further. I don't want the game stopped for this.
Okay, so
all right.
let me
I don't
ask-
want the act of the
I
technical
agree.
foul stops the game. I'm running while I'm yelling at you.
Yeah.
If you're yelling at me, I'm gonna go, shut up and play. We're going.
Right.
And if you keep talking, I'm gonna tee you up. But that warning never happens.
Tell me what's wrong with this plan. You can't be ejected. One technical, two technicals, three technicals, four technicals.
zero-
Get as many as you want, but
I'd have
keep
zero,
them on the
other
floor.
than for physical violence.
Right.
Yeah.
But are you okay with that?
100%.
Yeah, just tee him up every time. But
Yeah, and
two
he's-
tees does not equal
But,
ejection.
but the reason two T's equal an ejection was to address the point that you made earlier in that they want to
Complaining,
they want to
whining.
change the behavior.
Yeah.
So if Monty McCutcheon, who we've had on the show before, who's the head of the officials, and I know Monty a little bit, if he was here, he would say, look, Mace, you've outlined a problem that we need to address. We've addressed it. People don't complain as much as they used to now because we hold them on a tighter leash. You want us to go back to the way it was before? My answer would be yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Anthony Edwards get thrown out of a game unless he does something like punch somebody in the face.
Right.
I'm there to see him. I'm there to watch Austin Reeves. I don't care that your feelings were hurt.
Right.
Right.
Tonight we got our lead official tonight is a guy named Zach Zarba. He's my favorite ref in the league.
Mine too.
Because he goes back and forth with guys. Guys will say, Zach, you MFer, you effed us on that, and you do it to us every time. Zach would say, no, I don't. Shut up and play.
right.
And then if they yell at him again, he'll go, I told you once to shut up. If you don't shut up, I'm going to tee you up. Let's go. Let's play.
Yeah.
He keeps the game moving. By the way, we got great refs tonight. Justin Van Dyne, who's the number 2 tonight, is the same way. So tonight, I think we're going to have a clean game. Last night, Anthony Edwards did not in any way need to be ejected.
No.
And it took the spirit out of the game. Minnesota was I'm a Laker fan, but Minnesota was making a comeback. Pepe, if Anthony Edwards plays in that game, they might win it.
It would have been totally different game.
Totally different game.
And
yeah,
that's what
but
we
I
want
mean,
to see. We want
it
to
was
see
a
your
close
best against our best.
Yeah, I mean, let's
stop
face it.
throwing people out and stop giving people technicals for what they say.
Yeah.
Give them technicals for what they do.
Yeah.
I don't care that your feelings get hurt.
Yeah.
And the first technical that he gave, it was just like a little
You're
push,
right. Yeah.
you know?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Come
it's overly sensitive.
Yep.
All right, ESPN LA, the Lakers and BBGO are teaming up to find the Lakers Gafote, the greatest fan of all time. Are you the Gafote? If so, you can win an ultimate prize package, including courtside seats at a Lakers game and a year's supply of BBGO. If this is you, if you are the Gafote, the greatest Lakers fan of all time, go to LakersGafote.com. That's LakersGFOAT.com. Figure out how to make your entry. All right, coming up next, LeBron kept referencing Channing Frye in something he said in a podcast. I've got that Channing Frye sound coming back next. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN. What's up?
What do you got, Greg?
I don't think it was mentioned because I was doing something else, but the Rams and Alaric Jackson have agreed to a 3-year, $57 million deal with $35 million guaranteed.
Okay.
Keeping him in Los Angeles protects Matthew Stafford.
And reminders, Sean McVay coming on the show Monday. Do we have a time for that yet, Greg?
It's 12:15.
All right, so right at the top of the show Monday, and we'll ask him if there's any money left over for anybody else.
Yeah, the Rams have been very busy bringing back Stafford and now re-signing Alaric Jackson at left tackle. That's a very good day for the Rams. All right, Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
If you are hiring, you got to use ZipRecruiter. My buddy Ian Siegel, who invented ZipRecruiter, puts it this way. We don't leave anything to chance. And he's right. It's an algorithm, and they find you qualified candidates fast. You can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. How fast can they find you help? 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. So speed up your hiring process with ZipRecruiter. Go to that exclusive web address and use it for free. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
This is LAFC manager Steve Cherundolo.
After a thrilling victory in the season opener.
To a Bogusi, left-footed shot at it!
And then a win in the CONCACAF Champions Cup on Tuesday night. The Black and Gold are back at BMO Stadium tomorrow for Game 2 of the regular season.
It's LAFC Season 8 in the heart of LA.
It's LAFC versus NYCFC. Pre-game gets going tomorrow night at 7 p.m.
On 710 ESPN.
And the ESPN LA app.
At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, we're a nationally recognized leader in pediatric care, honored by U.S. News and World Report as one of the best in the country. Here, we achieve amazing breakthroughs that change lives. From groundbreaking cancer therapies that offer new hope to young patients, to advanced heart procedures that save lives, we partner with families to conquer challenges and achieve extraordinary outcomes. Choose the best care for your child at chla.org.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256, or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergatt.com.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cashback app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and there's a gas station at the next exit offering 25 cents per gallon cash back.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GO to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Mason in Ireland on 710.
I mean, would you rather have good life or sex? Good sex. Good life, good sex.
Well, I got both.
There you go. That's
good
the correct
for you,
answer.
Johnny I.
More of Mason in Ireland right now.
It's Friday. Means Friday night is craft cocktail night.
Well, that's right.
Tonight I go for a drink.
You're not going to the Laker game.
I am not going
You're not
to
going to go watch Pepe
tonight.
wave to nobody.
No, I will not be there tonight. Although, if you go to my Twitter timeline, there's video of Pepe waving.
You go out.
Pointing, waving.
You go out. You go out to get a drink.
Yeah, go out to get a drink.
Why don't you just mix it at home?
Nah, because where I go,
unlike you, he actually likes other people.
Yeah, where I go, Michael,
Yeah.
they come up with these really cool cocktails that I've never tasted before. Really interesting
little
stuff.
neighborhood bar.
The bartenders are the ones that like do this
Oh,
where they do the. I'm
right.
not sure I'm describing that at all. for
Two
radio.
things before you get to this Channing Frye thing. The Laker injury report is out. Luka Dončić, LeBron James, and Jackson Hayes, all questionable.
Yeah, Jackson fell on his hip.
Rui Hachimura is out. So my guess is, depending on what the other three guys do, I mean, that's 4 starters that I just mentioned. I think Dorian Finney-Smith probably slides into the starting lineup.
Yeah,
only Rui won't play. Everybody else will play.
And
you think Luka will play?
Yeah, everybody.
He has not played.
He's not played
in
second night
back-to-backs
back to back.
yet.
Neither has Vanderbilt. Has not played second night back to back.
And okay, so that is one thing. And here's a suggestion from Andrew about your technical foul, no ejection rule. A technical foul should be. So the first one, 1 shot. Second one, 2 shots.
That's a brilliant
Third one,
idea.
3. Fourth one, 4.
Yeah.
No ejections, but if you keep coming,
Oh, you make it
you're
so
killing
punitive.
your
That is
team.
very good.
That's
You're
a
just-
great
Andrew,
idea.
great idea.
No, how about this? Instead of you're talking about one player keep getting the text?
Yeah.
How about if the team gets the second text?
Oh,
it goes
that's
to the 2
also
then 3.
good.
That'll
2,
keep
3,
everybody-
4.
Yeah.
If a
That'll keep
whole
everybody-
team
yeah,
gets a text.
Exactly.
I
That'll
like
keep you on
that
your
too.
behavior.
That's going to keep people
in line.
in the fairway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Imagine having to
absolutely.
give up 4 free throws because you got 4 texts.
All right, so I played this LeBron sound a minute ago. He referred last night, he was talking about face of the league. He referred last night to an interview that Channing Frye did earlier this week. Here is Channing Frye, sort of on the same subject as LeBron.
All this Kobe Jordan, oh, he's not this, he's not that. That is propaganda. Every great player, whether that's Ant, Wemby, Bron, Steph, this, that, they compare him to 40 years ago. The rules weren't even the same. You're not really watching help side defense. Who's doing this? What is this rule? What is that rule? You're not watching. Nobody celebrates these new people. So why would anybody want to be the face of this league? We're going to get shitted on every network for not being somebody from 40 years ago.
I actually I love Channing Frye.
Yeah, I do
and
too.
the
He's great.
podcast he does, by the way, is with our friends Allie Clifton and
Oh, is that
Mike
from this show?
Bresnan.
Okay, good.
Yeah. But he's wrong.
Yeah.
LeBron and Steph are the faces of the league now.
Yes.
And as soon as they go, Wemby's just going to slide right in and take over. And people celebrate them. I disagree with Channing.
People definitely celebrate Wemby, no question.
And they celebrate LeBron and Steph,
That's
too.
an idiotic take. So he's saying that guys like Shohei and a healthy Mike Trout when he's on top, the best of the best, Derek Jeter, people like that, they were celebrated, but yet we still celebrated Willie Mays and Hank Aaron and players.
Sure,
and
I
players
agree.
Like that. So
we use
that's
those
just
as
stupid.
points of comparison.
Yeah,
I think it's
that's
okay to
dumb.
compare eras.
Yeah, it's fun.
And I understand that. I think
We still celebrate Maradona.
I think that like no other sport, players in the NBA get shredded on a regular basis on
They
social
also
media.
get-
It doesn't happen
okay.
with the NFL the same way. Definitely doesn't happen with
They
baseball
also
in the same
get
way.
more endorsements than
Now, wait a
anybody in baseball or anybody in the NFL other than the quarterback.
I agree.
The quarterbacks in the NFL get look how they're killing Lamar because he hasn't won a Super Bowl yet.
No, you're killing Lamar.
No.
You're the one.
No,
You're
critics
the
are.
one crapping on Lamar.
All
You
the guys-
always say, my boy Lamar, I can't watch him anymore.
You did.
But all the guys on the ESPN
You
are saying
did,
too, he's
Michael.
got to win a
You
Super Bowl or else.
But you're not exemplary here because you're the one that's also crapping on Lamar.
Exactly.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
the thing is,
but by the way, I think we can be critical of these players without being hateful of the league.
Disrespectful.
Right.
You know, I love the NBA. It's
yeah,
my
but
favorite
the thing
sport.
is, comparing is fun, but in order to compare, you have to figure this player playing in this time with the players that they were playing there, and those players playing in this time with the rules that are now.
I mean, people,
and that's
people-
never going to happen.
This is
People
fun.
put-
This is what makes it fun to talk about the
people,
game.
and I would say this to Channing if he was here. people booed Magic. When he
Right.
got Paul Westhead fired, they booed Magic. They used to call him Tragic Johnson.
right,
yeah.
And give him a really hard time. And remember, Joe McDonnell was on the air and he was the only one defending him. And we got by it. Magic's legacy is rock solid. He's looked at as one of the great players of all time. Just like LeBron will, just like Steph will.
Right.
I mean, these guys are going to be...
Didn't Kobe get criticized in his younger days because
Well,
he was
of
too
course.
selfish, people thought?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
no,
remember when
he got criticized.
Remember when Shaq got traded and everyone blamed Kobe for
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
You know, and so it happens.
These guys are way too sensitive.
Yeah, but I disagree with you on this, Michael.
What's that?
The world of social media has changed the way we talk about sports. It has
Because
changed
everybody has an outlet to unload.
And half the world is going to dislike you no matter what you do.
I understand
And you've
that.
got to be able to adjust to that.
But when you've accomplished what LeBron and Mahomes and legends like that have accomplished, you're going to be upset with some guy who's never done it says about you? Really?
But
Is that really going to bother you?
You know, we're talking about us, people that know the sports, all the sports and all that. Okay, so whenever you see something, right away you say, that's fake news, right?
Right, that's a
but
thing
all
now.
the people that don't know about sports, they believe what these people are saying.
Well, you're talking about a much different conversation, and which is one worth having. That Mason and I talk about this a lot. Like, my mom gets all her news from like Fox News and Facebook, and
My mom is a Facebook person. That's where she gets her news, and it's often wrong.
My mom will say something to me, and I'll go, "Mom, you don't really believe that, do you?" She goes, "Well, I heard it on Fox News." I'm like, yeah, you need to get some other. I mean, not every people stay in silos, Pepe, and
Yes.
and it's a problem that. Because most people aren't open-minded. They just want to hear from their friends and people who think like them. So that's why that's all
and
happening.
then people that just want to be there, and people are going to put, I like this. But they just making stories.
Right.
They're
Yeah,
making
no,
stories
like,
about
exactly.
LeBron,
Exactly.
about Luka,
Yeah.
about everybody.
All right, coming up next, we're going to do some What's Up Fool. Hey, it's Cosm Ticket Friday, and great chance right now. If you've been to Cosm, it's unbelievable. The Dome, it's immersive reality, wraparound screens. It feels like you're at the game. In this case, it feels like you're at the rink. Right now, caller number 7, 877-710-ESPN. 877-710-ESPN. Your chance to experience the NHL at the Dome at Cosm. Bruins versus Penguins, Saturday, March the 1st. Limited tickets available through Cosm.com or the Cosm mobile app. Call in right now. Number 7. You get a pair. 877-710-ESPN. What's Up, Fools? Next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. Let me tell you about Jacob and Marani. So who's ready for the weekend? Who's ready? Let's do this. Probably got big plans. You're going to drive to meet your buddies somewhere down in San Diego. Maybe you're going to the desert or whatever. Beautiful out there right now. And bam, you get hit by another car. So you're angry, you're frustrated, you ache a little bit. What should you do? You got to call my friend Jacob. Put this number in your phone, 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. Nobody plans on being in an accident, no. But when one happens, you should immediately call Jacob. He and his team are going to walk you through the whole process. They're going to, including taking photos, and not just your car, but the other car. They'll get witness statements and phone numbers, and they'll talk to the insurance company on your behalf. They are going to strengthen your case. So before heading out this weekend, put Jacob's number in your phone, 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. Or remember, calljacob.com.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
And if you or a loved one has been injured or lost property because of the recent fires, please call Jacob for a free case evaluation. Together, we will rebuild. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Sedano and Cap.
Today at 3 p.m. after Mason and Ireland.
You were doing the game.
And I shouted out ESPN LA.
So wait, I'm
Yeah.
on a flight.
Right.
I'm watching it, and they come over to George. Hey, let's go over to George, And George says, hey, guys, LA is super stoked
Right.
on Luka. I do a daily talk radio show
Yeah.
here on ESPN LA 710.
Yeah.
And you said, like, the fans are, I'm trying to remember how you phrased it, but
Over the moon or something like that.
it was a
Overjoyed.
whatever it was.
Whatever it was.
And I texted him, like, good report.
Yeah.
You're inches.
I almost said it.
Inches.
Almost said
from saying,
Sedano and Cap.
My show every day on ESPN LA, Sedano and Cap. Like, you chose
I
not.
should have just kept going.
You,
is what I
chose
said.
not to mention the name
I
of the
should
show.
have just I should have just kept going.
I mean, it was gratuitous enough to mention
Right.
the radio
At
station,
this-
which
at
I
that
love.
point, right.
Let
Yeah.
it go, bro.
Yeah.
Let it go.
The LA Afternoon Takeover. That's Sedano and Cap.
On 710 ESPN.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-498-6548. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-498-6548. That's 800-498-6548. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Hey, it's D4. If you're like me, you just don't want to watch the game. You want the best experience every time. That's why Absolute Sport is a game changer. VIP access to the biggest games, exclusive pregame parties, luxury hotels, whether it's courtside, ringside, or the 50-yard line, Absolute Sport makes sure you're there, not just watching, you're living the action. Visit us.absolute-sport.com. That's ABSOLUT-sport and make your next sporting experience absolutely unforgettable.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text EQUAL to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text EQUAL to 321-321. That's EQUAL to 321-321.
There's LeBron and Luka, the dynamic duo taking over the NBA.
I can't believe that we just had an assist, LeBron James to Luka Dončić.
But before that, there was the original duo, the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Ireland has an idea. I
do.
I think it's stupid, but there
Okay,
are other
good.
ideas out there.
More Mason and Ireland right now.
What's Up, Fool is brought to you by Dos Hombres Mezcal. It's fate. It's friendship. It's mezcal. Dos Hombres.
All
Thank
right,
you,
Brian.
So I'm going to start today with the news I saw right before the show about the Dodgers coming out of Dodger camp here. So Freddie Freeman and Dave Roberts both yesterday kind of said that Freeman's ankle isn't, it's not back to where it should be, and he's going to continue getting treatment until probably around July, the All-Star break.
Okay.
But the thing that I thought was interesting is he said there's a good possibility that he doesn't play in the day games after night games, the Sunday games after the night games. Any concern at all that it's, he's going to start the season in this way, or is this kind of like they're just being extra careful?
Well, if anybody else but Freddie Freeman, there might be reason for it. But Freeman's played every game every year for 10 years. If he needs a day off after a night game, I have zero issue
Yeah,
with it.
he's one of those guys who tries to play every single game. That may not be the case this year with the ankle. He's really I think he's only 3 months removed from this ankle
Right, yeah.
surgery. So he's not sure. I mean, Freddie is a
And remember, he had this ankle injury when he won Game 1 of the World
correct.
Series.
He did.
So there you go.
So yeah, I mean, and they've got options at first base if Freddie needs a day off. You slide Max over, put Kike at third, whatever you're going to do. But you can definitely get by for a day and spell Freddie Freeman at some point during the season. But yeah, definitely not 100%.
What's up, Fu?
Another baseball news. It was announced today that Albert Pujols is going to be taking over the managerial duties for Team Dominican Republic in the World Baseball
Cool.
Classic.
That's good.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty cool thing. One thing, I mean, his baseball knowledge is extreme.
Right.
And it got me to the question here is more and more now I feel like we see these players becoming coaches. You know, Dan Campbell in the NFL, J.J. Redick, good example here for the Lakers. Albert Pujols, is there, as a player, do you think they want somebody that's been in that spot, or do they not? Is it not necessarily something they truly care about, or does it help that the guy played in the league?
I think it helps
I do too.
Why?
because they know the in and out of the game. I mean, like J.J. Redick played with one of the best coaches in
Right.
the history of college basketball.
Yeah, but Greg Popovich never played in the NBA.
Yeah, but most coaches play in the NBA.
Right, I mean, Sean McVay never played in the NFL, and I think he's maybe the best coach in the league. So I don't think it should be a prerequisite, Brian. But if you hire Albert Pujols, nobody ever has to worry if he's qualified.
Right.
You know, he comes with a baseball resume that speaks for itself.
Well, here's the thing. There are, I just took a glance. There aren't a lot, if any, baseball managers who did not play baseball.
Well, at the major league level, though, there
at the
are a
major
few.
league level.
I don't think A.J. Hinch did.
He played at the major league level.
Did he really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, A.J. Hinch was a backup. By the way, that's one of the keys. Backup catcher. Catchers, backup catchers, utility infielders, guys like Craig Counsell who played a bunch of different positions. Those are the guys who wind up being channeled into managing. And I think that's why you see quarterbacks become offensive coordinators. You know, you've got experience in that area. But there aren't a lot of managers, if any, that didn't play Major League Baseball.
And baseball. Yes.
Yeah.
What's up, Fu?
Okay, so we talked about the offseason Hard Knocks. They couldn't really find any NFL teams coming out. Well, it was reported today that apparently Bill Belichick and the UNC team is going to be taking on the offseason Hard Knocks here. So you're going to get the college perspective. I honestly think it's a good change, especially after last year, you know, the Giants, all that debacle.
That's
kind of
why
thing.
no other NFL team will do it.
Right.
They couldn't get another NFL team to agree to it after Joe Shine, the GM of the Giants, looked so bad.
This is the in-season Hard Knocks.
I thought it was the offseason.
Yeah, it's the training camp.
Oh, it's a training camp.
Right.
Hard Knocks. All right.
My guess is what they're going to do, because Belichick is notoriously anti-media.
Yeah, why would he be
They're
that
going
guy?
to make this a lot about his girlfriend.
Interesting. That's not what I thought at all.
You got a valid point.
Yeah.
You think it's going to be all about his girlfriend?
I think she'll be in every episode.
Wow.
I thought it was interesting because, you know, they brought on Michael Lombardi too,
Right.
the GM.
Yep.
I thought to see the whole behind the scenes, if they get into like the NIL and how they're kind of going at it with the college kids, could
That's
be an
actually
interesting take.
the recruiting and people trying to induce players into the transfer portal, because North Carolina, although I would imagine they're doing pretty well. Guys would want to play for Belichick. If you're a college kid, wouldn't you want to go play for Bill Belichick?
And this is really smart, is when he's going to recruit kids, he's walking in the living room, he goes, my only job is to get you a degree and get you to the NFL. That's it. I don't care about anything else.
He should start with get you to the NFL and then the degree.
Well,
Let's
think
be
that's
realistic.
what they hear.
Yeah, exactly.
Because every great high school player thinks he's going to the NFL.
Yes.
What's up, Fu?
Speaking of some football, apparently the UFL is having some contract issues.
Oh,
coming up.
Shocking.
So apparently every quarterback, all starting quarterbacks, have said they're going to hold out because the proposal they got was insulting, and pretty much turned it down instantly. And I looked at it; their base pay is $55,000, and they're looking to they want double.
Okay.
Do you think that we do this every year now. These UFL, the AFL, XFL, it always seems to fizzle out. They're not going to get more money,
Do
right?
they not realize that this whole thing is hanging by a friggin' thread?
Right.
I mean, seriously, this
as
league
long
could
as
go
we've been
away at any
alive,
moment.
Michael, people have tried to take on the NFL, and it never, ever works. Why do people keep trying it?
I don't know. I guess they just like losing money.
And by the way, this is a golden opportunity. If you want to show what you can do, I mean, I don't know how many players have actually jumped to the NFL from the UFL, but this is a great opportunity. It's kind of like Last Chance Saloon. Can you make the damn thing? I don't know why you would hold out at this point. You're not going to get rich. A.J. McCarron is not going to get loaded, basically, quarterbacking in the UFL.
I agree with you as a step into the NFL if they look at it like that. But nowadays, $55,000 for these players is not that much. Maybe they can offer them $75,000.
But wouldn't you
Pepe's negotiating.
Wouldn't you make $55,000 in a minimum wage job?
Yep.
Sure, you would.
The average salary is $60,000 in America.
So why would you want to get your bones broken and get beat up?
Because you might get another crack at it.
How long is the season? 3 months, and you're making $55,000.
It's pretty short.
$55,000.
That's a greedy.
You know, when I was working minor league baseball, there was a guy that lived in Toledo, a guy named Bruce McPherson, who was a pitcher for the Minnesota Twins organization. And I'll never forget, Bruce McPherson, during the off season, worked at Kelly's IGA grocery store.
No kidding.
So he was a stud pitcher. He was like the number 2 in the rotation for the Toledo Mudhens, and you'd see him during the offseason stocking shelves.
So the other day I was watching the movie Broadcast News.
Oh, I love that movie.
And you remember in the beginning of it, they show a young Albert Brooks being beat up at school because he was kind of a know-it-all.
I know exactly where you're going.
And he says they're punching him and beating him up out in the school playground, and he goes, "You can hit me and you can bruise me, but what I'm about to say will never heal. You can never unhear it. You'll never make more than $35,000 a year." And the guys beating him up go, $35,000. Not bad.
That's pretty good.
What's up, fool?
All right, speaking of movies, on this day, 1998, the Titanic officially grossed over $1 billion.
$1 billion, wow.
Crazy. And it got me thinking, what end of the spectrum here are you on the Titanic? One of the best movies of all time, or are you just completely sick of it?
I'm A. I'm one of the best movies ever made. It's you care about the characters in it. James Cameron absolutely nailed it. It is spectacular in a theater. That's the home run for movies in the last 50 years.
Yeah, I love Titanic. I think it's a great movie, but I have a different reason for it. It's a wonderful movie, right? Jack and Rose and all that stuff, and then at the end of the bow and all that. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. But when I owned the theaters in Hawthorne, that movie played, and I mean sold a lot of tickets for 6 solid months. It went non-stop for a really long time. People watching it multiple times. Exactly. There's a famous story about this. James Cameron, who was the creator, director, writer of Titanic, he was married to Linda Hamilton, who was the star
of Titanic.
Right, the star of the Terminator.
Yeah.
So they were right. In fact, he ended up going with
Susie Amos.
Yeah. So he was on the red carpet afterwards after he'd won all his Academy Awards, and somebody said to Linda Hamilton, "Do you think this is going to change, James?" And she said, He was an a-hole before these awards, and I'm sure he will keep on going.
I think it's a very nice movie, but it's not one of my top favorite movies.
Yeah, I just made a lot of money on it.
How does that work, Base? When you got Titanic in your theaters, do you have to pay for that movie, or do you rent? How do you?
You pay a percentage. So, like for example, in those days, at the beginning, they would take 35%, and you would get
of the ticket sales.
You would get the reverse. The studio will get 65, you'd get 35. The next week it'd be 55, 45.
So
and
the longer you run it, the more money you can make.
That's why I made so much money, because it got to the point where they were only getting 25%, and 6 months in, it was an unbelievable run.
How do you get a hold of the film? Do they send it to you, or do you have to call them and say, send me the film?
You have to call them and send. Back in those days, it was film. Now you literally email a file to theaters, and they run the digital file. There really is no more film.
It's different now because they need the theaters now.
Oh, yeah, they need the theaters.
Yeah.
I ran into a buddy of mine the other night. He said, boy, be glad you're not in this business anymore.
Well, you got out at exactly the right time.
Exactly the right moment.
I've been to movies where I'm the only one there.
Yeah, it's same for me, Pepe.
I kind of feel that way about TV news. I kind of feel like I got out of TV news at exactly the right time. I was talking to a friend of mine who's still in it the other day, and now... Like, when's the last time you guys watched a 30-minute TV newscast start to finish?
Can I be honest? Because I bailed on cable news, I now have local news on all the time. It's sort of like my wallpaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like there's
my
Pat Harvey, there's Alex
Michael
Michelson.
is ESPN and the Hallmark Channel.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's your wallpaper?
One of those two is always on.
I watch the news, but I don't watch the whole news.
Yeah. I think most people get their news online now.
The weather, maybe?
The one during the fires.
If I need the weather, Pepe, I type into my phone wherever I'm going, Denver weather. And then I got it in my finger.
But during the fires, everybody went to local news. That was like critical. So there you have it. There's your What's Up, Fool. Thank you very much, Brian. I just looked at Pepe's Oscars ballot.
Is it the same as yours?
It is so similar to mine. I mean, even like the little categories, like animated short and visual effects, he got right.
How many pictures are nominated for Best Picture?
10.
All right, read them off real quick.
Okay.
And I'm just going to Michael, you weigh in. Stop, Mason, if you have seen one of these.
Okay, do you want me to give you the elevator pitch for each one?
Sure.
Okay. Honora. Stripper marries Russian oligarch, and eventually they try to dissolve her marriage.
Haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it, but I want to see it.
Yeah, you'll like that, Michael. The Brutalist. Do not recommend. It's a Holocaust survivor who becomes an architect in the United States. I
haven't seen it.
It's a rough movie. Complete Unknown is the Bob Dylan movie.
Haven't seen it, but will.
Excellent. Conclave is about the election of a new pope. It's streaming on Peacock. It's really good.
Okay.
Ray Fiennes, Stanley Tucci, and John Lithgow. Dune Part 2.
I never saw Dune Part 1.
The Dune movies are amazing. Amazing.
Okay.
Emilia Perez. This is the big controversy.
0 for 6.
It's a musical about a trans woman. Let's just say that. That's what it is.
Michael is never going to.
Yeah. I'm Still Here, which is about a
Is that the
living...
one with Kieran Culkin?
No, I'm Still Here is a Brazilian movie.
Yes.
Right? It's foreign language film. You're not going to watch it. Nickel Boys, really, really good movie.
Never even heard of it.
Very good movie.
About what?
It barely played. It's a story about African American people, but told through their perspective. It's hard to describe. It's almost like a point of view movie. It's really interesting. The Substance.
Oh, stupidest movie I've ever seen.
Michael,
you saw the movie?
I
Of
saw-
all
I-
the movies, you
it
saw
sounded
that.
good. Like something's gonna change your personality or whatever, but then she turns into this blob. I mean, come on.
That's the Demi
spoiler
Moore
alert.
one.
I'm saving people from watching that dumb
That's
junk.
the Demi Moore one?
That's the Demi Moore one.
That's
Yeah.
a dumb movie.
Is that 10?
Jeez.
No, one more.
The blob eats her at the end.
You will like
Oh.
this movie, John.
Okay.
No, you won't, Ireland. You'll
No,
say,
I know the one I'm
He's
about
talking
to
about
say.
another one.
No,
Which
no,
one?
Not the
Wicked.
Substance.
You are a musical guy.
Yeah.
You will love
No,
Wicked.
I'll watch it because I like Ariana Grande and I like Cynthia
A lot of
Erivo
singing and dancing
yeah.
and all that stuff. Yeah, Wicked
Yeah, I
is a
probably
good
will
one.
eventually see it, but I am officially in the ceremony Sunday. I think this is the
0
first
for
time
10.
in my life I'm 0 for every one.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't seen one of them.
You haven't?
No,
Wow.
Pepe. I'm either working a game on a plane
Yeah, I mean,
or
he
golfing or
doesn't got
sleeping.
time.
But in the plane, you can watch it.
Well, if I'm not working on the next game,
Right.
I got to do 82
Stop
games.
putting pressure on the man. Seriously, he's a ticking time bomb with all this
Of all
work.
the movies, you only watch the
Substance.
Substance.
The
Would
Substance.
that be of the 10, the number 10
That's
of
a
what
down
you
the
would
list.
recommend?
That is a horror movie.
Yeah, it's a horror movie.
That
I'm
is a
surprised you
stupid
even
horror.
put it on.
I
All
thought
right,
it was gonna be good.
coming up next for you. Michael, I found a stupid list for you.
Good. I love stupid
The
lists.
greatest pure scores in the history of
Ooh,
the NBA.
Yes, let me hear this.
We'll do that.
Also, and I want to tell you, the Minnesota Timberwolves were here last night.
Yep.
Chris Finch, the coach of the Timberwolves, says that Oklahoma City is doing something that the Jazz used to do when they had Malone and Stockton that's illegal, and they're getting away with it. So we'll explain what's coming up with that.
Awesome. All right, you're listening to KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma brand station. What's on tap today on 710? Well, thank you to Michelob Ultra. Lakers back again tonight at home against the Clippers. Coverage starts at 5:30, tip-off at 7. Hear it all for your afternoon drive on 710 AM or in crystal clear digital audio on the all-new ESPN LA app. Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. Only worth it if you enjoy it. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Travis Rogers and DeMarco Farr.
Back Monday at 9 a.m. after Clinton and Friends.
Just watching JJ, I don't think he is so inexperienced that you can mess this up.
Oh, sure he can. I don't think he will because I think he's really good at it.
Yeah,
but that's one of the most dangerous things for anybody. If you don't know what you don't know, if you've never been through it before, you can get coached up. You can say, hey, somebody that's been, they watch up. But the first time you go through something, It's the first time you go through something.
Remember, he's got LeBron. That's what I'm saying. I mean, he's of any coach that's ever started their career, I think he might have the most help. LeBron is there. When LeBron walked out, all nonsense stopped. That's something JJ doesn't have to worry about.
JJ Redick is the right man for the job.
Yes.
I have no reservations
Look at
about
the card,
that.
dial up right play. Give it.
He is the right man for the job, and he has done an extraordinary job.
Weekday mornings at 9 a.m.
It's Travis and DeMarco
on 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action in the state of California with over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awards and winnings. Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just got to pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your money. Run your game all season long on Prize Picks. Guys, Prize Picks invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Prize Picks puts its members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I get my money as quick as 15 minutes. Prize Picks now offers MasterCard for quick and easy deposits into your account this sports season. So download the Prize Picks app, use the promo code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, to get a $50 instant bonus after your first $5 lineup. That's Prize Picks. Download the app, use the promo code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Prize Picks. Run your game.
You never expect a Hail Mary pass to win and end the game or getting into an accident. Hey, it's Trav with DeMarco.
Only one all-star defense team you can call to defend you. The personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000.
Don't get sacked by others. Joseph will help you achieve the maximum compensation you deserve. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000.
Let Joseph and his team score a touchdown for you.
Mason, Ireland, on 710 ESPN.
Shohei Ohtani and I have something in common.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
I don't believe
we do.
Does he call in sick a lot?
No.
Okay.
Right now, more of Mason and Ireland on 710.
Well, watch. You're not in on Traders, are you? Oh, there's some wicked. You watching Traders at all?
No.
It would be a you show. It's a real.
I like Alan Cumming, who hosts that.
One says it's the first reality competition show I've ever watched. He says it's a gateway drug. I will be watching Housewives sooner or later after watching this. Bergman, what did you think of? You guys all watched. What did you think of Traders last night? Kind of left us with a big cliffhanger.
I'm so upset that they left it that way but it's got to happen.
It's got to be her and not.
Yeah, it's got to be her.
Yeah,
I really and the person that's flipping, if they do flip,
it's genius.
Shocking.
Yeah,
it is genius.
Yeah.
It is genius.
Yeah.
Right, Brian?
Oh, I love it. It's one of the only shows that I'm like, oh, is it next week yet?
Yeah,
Like, is it next Thursday? I can't wait.
So they release it weekly.
Yeah.
No, there's 2 more.
Are there 2 more?
Yeah.
All right.
There's 12 episodes. That was 10.
It's funny. I had this conversation on the podcast with Chris Marshall from Hulu and Paradise. I think it's so much better when a show comes out week by week as opposed to all the episodes drop at once. Do you agree with that?
No.
Really?
Because if you drop them all at once, then anybody else can. It's an on-demand world. People want to watch stuff when they want to watch it.
I know, but it's so fun to speculate and theorize.
But there's nothing to stop you from watching one per week if that's the way you
Correct.
want to do it.
Yeah. Bergman, do you like the one once per week or the drop everything at once?
I like it all dropped at once. I want to see everything when I want to see it.
And you want the option to do it whenever you want.
Yes, absolutely. Like Cobra Kai, I watched
still
it.
Don't know what happened at the Taikai Saikai, so we can't even talk about it.
No, we can't talk about it.
That's the problem.
Well,
We're all talking about Traders because we all watched it last night. You don't know where I am on the Taikai Saikai.
I just wait till you say you watched it all, and then we talk about it.
How long are the Traders?
Traders?
Hour. 1 hour?
Yeah, 1 hour. You love it, Pepe. You love it.
It's so great.
It is really a fun show.
Peacock?
Peacock, yeah.
Peacock, yeah. All right, so Michael found this list.
All right.
Let me see who did this list.
Some 20-year-old?
It could be a 20-year-old. Is a journalist named Garrett Carr.
Started watching basketball when LeBron started playing?
Garrett Carr, all right? The subject is the 10 most pure scorers of all time.
All right, let's hear it.
Well, this is where you take shots based on what you know.
All right, Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan, yes.
Kobe Bryant.
Yes.
Curry.
Steph Curry, yes.
Kareem.
Yes.
Wilt.
Wilt, yes.
All right, so we're 5 for 5. What do you guys think about? This isn't our answer. I want to run this by Pepe and Michael. What do you guys think about Karl Malone?
No. Even though he's a
top,
great scorer.
Top 3 all time.
Yeah.
How about Jerry West?
Jerry West is not there, no.
What about James Harden?
James Harden's not there.
All right, give me...
Here, I'll give you...
yeah, LeBron's got to be there, right?
Elgin Baylor.
LeBron is there, yes.
Elgin Baylor.
Another Laker. Did we mention him?
Who's that?
Did you mention Kobe?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, Kobe.
Elgin Baylor.
Not Elgin Baylor.
Larry Bird?
No.
See it? I told you, this guy's 20 years old.
Dirk, they have on the list.
Yeah, sure, Dirk's a good one.
Kareem.
Karl Malone not there? Or
Karl Malone's not there.
Interesting.
What about Jokic?
Wilt.
Jokic?
No. Here's the entire
never
list.
seen anybody.
Tracy McGrady.
Oh, come on.
He's a pure scorer.
Yeah, but not to the level of these guys.
Steph.
Yeah, of course.
Wilt.
Yep.
LeBron. Kareem. Dirk.
Okay, sure.
Carmelo Anthony. Kobe Bryant. Kevin Durant. You didn't. I don't think you mentioned.
Durant.
Yeah, and then Michael Jordan.
Here's my top 10.
Okay.
In order.
Yep.
In
order.
In order. Pepe, you'll agree with me on this because you
have no choice.
You're trying to convince me.
Yes, because
right?
you've been following basketball longer than that idiot.
All
right.
Elgin Baylor, number 10.
Okay.
James Harden, number 9.
Okay.
Jokic, number 8. LeBron, number 7. Greatest pure scorers ever. Wilt, number 6. Steph, number 5. Kareem, number 4. Kobe, number 3. Jordan, 2. KD, 1.
So KD 1. That's interesting.
KD is
unbelievable.
He might be the best pure scorer because he can score in so many different ways.
There's nothing you can do to stop him.
I would personally like to stick up for journalist Garrett Carr, who had most of the names on your list.
But he put Tracy McGrady and Carmelo Anthony ahead of those guys? Come on. That invalidates the list.
So let me ask Pepe and Michael something.
Yes.
Come up with some more stupid lists next week.
I'm going to. More stupid lists for you next
Phil
week.
Jackson used to say that when Jerry Sloan was coaching the Jazz, when he had Stockton and Malone, that he would tell his players when they played in Utah. I had dinner with Phil on a big table, and Phil told this story, and we were all blown away. He said what Jerry Sloan does is he tells them to foul every offensive possession for the other team because it was Sloan's theory that the refs can't foul out our whole team.
These refs today will.
The fans would riot. So he said, find out what they're going to call and what they aren't early. Grab, hold. And he said, just trust me. We can't get away with this on the road, but we can get away with it at home. Michael, do you buy it, that theory back then worked?
As physical as his teams were, I buy it. Yeah, that's the way they played.
Okay.
John Stockton was a very physical guy.
So I want you to listen to Chris Finch, the head coach of the Timberwolves. After he played, he won this game. He won this game against Oklahoma City, but Finch says Oklahoma City is doing the exact same thing. Here he is.
I mean, yeah. Well, it's so frustrating to play this team because they foul a ton. They really do. They foul all the time. And then, you can't really touch Shea. And it's a very frustrating thing, and it takes a lot of mental toughness to try to play through it. And we just eventually were able to get downhill and force the issue ourselves, and we're rewarded for it.
So, Michael, if Oklahoma City is doing that, if they're the number one defense in the NBA season-wide, the Lakers have been since January 15th, but if they're grabbing and holding on every possession, what do you counter to get away to try and win the game?
You got to be physical right back.
That's
Go right back at them. Don't back down. Don't put your palms up in the air like guys do all the time and complain.
Do the same thing.
Yep, exactly.
Use the hand.
Well, this is what Phil say. Well, then you muck up the game and we watch 100 free throws like
true.
last night.
It's true.
Oh, that was horrible.
Last night there were so many free throws.
And so many missed.
Yeah.
14 misses for the Lakers last night. Thank God for Austin Reeves. Didn't he go 10 of 11, I think?
Yeah, he always does.
Yeah.
And he's good at getting to the line.
It's like Harden using his hand every time.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, I wonder what the refs would do if the home team did commit a foul on every single play. Would they foul all five guys
it's hard
out?
to foul.
I can't imagine them doing that.
No. These current refs, yeah, they will.
Michael says there'll be 3 guys left on the floor. It'll be 5 on 3. All right, coming up next for you, this lady's divorcing her husband because of this thing with Taylor Swift. We'll get to that coming up. In the meantime, it is Cosm Ticket Friday. If you would like to experience an NHL game, Bruins versus Penguins in shared reality inside the dome at Cosm. Right now, caller number 7. This is for Saturday, March the 1st, which is tomorrow, by the way. This is for tomorrow. I didn't realize that. 877-710-ESPN. 877-710-ESPN. Tomorrow, Bruins, Penguins, in the Dome at Cosm starting at noon. Limited tickets available now through Cosm.com or go to the Cosm mobile app. That's COSM.com. Or you can win your tickets right now. Call in number 7, 877-710-ESPN. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Okay, so we all like to discuss and debate who the GOAT is, right? But the real question is, who is the GOAT? That's right, we're looking for the GOAT. ESPN LA and BBGO are teaming up to find the Lakers GOAT, the greatest fan of all time. Just upload your pic or video to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok and tell us your favorite Laker memory. Be sure to include 2 hashtags. Lakers GOAT, GFOAT, and hashtag promotion. And get a load of what you can win. Courtside seats, Lakers gear, maybe a year's supply of BBGO. BBGO's Korean snacks are ready in minutes. My favorite's the steamed dumplings with the sticky white rice, but they have a wide variety of stuff, and you might get a year's supply of it all for free. We're looking for the Lakers GOAT. Is it you? Go to LakersGoat.com.
The Lakers are rolling. That's now 4 straight victories.
And the Lakers just keep rolling behind LeBron and Luka.
And now, the Lakers gear up for a showdown in downtown L.A. as they face off with the Clippers in the ultimate battle of L.A. And oh yeah, it's Luka's birthday tonight.
Luka, link to the court to LeBron. What a pass!
Lakers versus Clippers. Coverage begins tonight at 5:30 p.m. on the home of the Lake Show, 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256 or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergatt.com.
You never expect a Hail Mary pass to win and end the game or getting into an accident. Hey, it's Trav with DeMarco.
Only one all-star defense team you can call to defend you. The personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand. Visit NormandLegal.com or call 213-747-2000.
Don't get sacked by others. Joseph will help you achieve the maximum compensation you deserve. Visit NormandLegal.com or call 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000.
Let Joseph and his team score a touchdown for you.
She stole $6 million from the award-winning podcast.
I'm Lacey Mosley.
A new true crime series.
They call me Scam Goddess. I'm going on a journey across America to dive into small-town swindles.
How can you not trust this local farm girl?
And big city cons.
He was pimping the congregation.
People say that would never happen to me. Never say never.
Scam Goddess. New episodes Thursdays. Stream on Hulu.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-494-6139. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-494-6139.
And it is Mason in Ireland, the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Like, that's the problem in the world, is there aren't enough happy shows. Fun shows. Fun.
Mason and Ireland.
710 ESPN.
So what? We don't sleep.
We're just having fun. We don't care who sees. Mason in Ireland, what's up? It's Friday.
Hey, Michael, who is Julie, your wife's favorite musical artist?
That's a great question.
Who's she like? It doesn't have to be her favorite, but it's one she really likes.
Yeah, like she's not really into rock and roll. She don't like the
Does
Rolling
Liz have a
Stones.
favorite artist, Pepe?
I don't know. She has several.
Like Lisa, my wife, loves Alicia Keys.
Oh,
Like,
Alicia
can't get
Keys
enough
is
of Alicia
awesome.
Keys.
Yeah.
So, Michael, do you think if I went home and disparaged Alicia Keys, like, well, Lisa, what are you doing? Alicia Keys can't
Alicia
sing.
Keys is
She's
terrible.
terrible. Do you think Lisa would get mad enough if I continually did it to leave me?
Not to leave you,
Not
but she'll
at
call you
all.
an idiot.
Now, I'm going to play you a clip from a woman who posted this herself on her own social media account about her husband. She's married to this guy. Listen to this.
I'm divorcing my husband because he booed Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl, and I still don't think he believes me, to be honest, but he might want to start, because I just filed my paperwork at the courthouse, and you can see right here, the date of separation is this year's Super Bowl. I'm not just doing this because of the action of booing. I am doing this because of everything that it represents in our relationship. I have loved Taylor Allison Swift since I was 12 years old. My husband even likes her too. Like, he'll put on her music when we're cooking together. He has a favorite song. It's Girl at Home. But we were at the Super Bowl. It was me, him, and 5 of his buddies. And when they put Taylor up on the Jumbotron, all of his buddies started booing, and my husband joined in. And that just tells me everything I need to know about that man, because he didn't care that that would hurt my feelings. He just wanted to fit in with his boys. He didn't even care that that's not even how he actually feels. He just like wanted to look cool, I guess. And that's not a man. That's a boy. And when you see that, you can't really unsee it. So I'm divorcing him. Thankfully, I have a prenup. I'll be retaining all of my assets as well as the assets that I inherited. Ooh. With peace and love, he probably will not be returning to the Super Bowl anytime soon. So that's one less booer for you, Taylor. I love you.
Wow.
All right.
That's all
So
a bit.
now, wait a minute.
I don't
Pepe,
accept the premise, Mike.
Do you admire
Okay.
her for sticking to her guns, or is she just a whack job?
That's not love at all.
No, it sounds very transactional to me.
Yeah,
Really?
if it's true, she's an idiot. And she did him a favor.
Yeah, see, love is, I think that she forgot the part about for better or for worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. Although,
That's all it takes for her to fly the coop.
I mean, the guy
Good
is a
riddance.
lucky guy.
Michael's
the guy
right.
is a really lucky guy.
So if Juan all of a sudden started rooting against the Rams, I think it would probably be over.
No.
Yeah,
No way.
I absolutely would be.
pretty
Honestly,
shallow.
Taylor Swift is religion for these people. For women, it's religion.
I think if
I am-
Juan started rooting against the Rams,
Lisa-
it would be really fun for you guys to go to Ram games, because you would be rooting for him, he'd be rooting against him, and at the end of the night, one person wins and the other
What if
person has
Lisa
to wear
Ireland
it.
became a Celtics fan?
We would go to Lakers Celtics games together.
Really?
And that's a final. Yeah.
And that's a final.
Michael and Cedric Maxwell go back and forth every
Well,
time
that's
we play.
that's just a
and it's
spirited
the most
goof,
fun we
right?
have all year.
Right, but
no,
I mean,
but Michael hates the Celtics and Cedric hates the Lakers.
I don't think it's a good reason. Seriously. I mean, love goes beyond that.
well, clearly not for this lady.
Yeah, not for this girl.
This lady doesn't
So
get
they-
by the
so like
1989
Michael
album.
might be right. It might be a bit.
So,
you think that she thought it
yeah,
up
it's
and
probably
just
a bit.
put it out as a bit?
It's a bit, but if it isn't, then she did him a favor by getting
Or-
out of
the
that
guy
whack
is
job.
really
Or
lucky.
she never loved him. She has a prenup. She's leaving with the
exactly.
money.
Yeah.
That's what
Maybe
all
that's
these.
why you don't get a prenup, because it makes it easier to leave.
That's why these young girls leave these old men. They stick with them for 2 years, and then they're like, "I got the prenup. I'm out of here. I'm going to go date somebody my own age." Ultimately, isn't
No,
that
the
what?
young girls wouldn't marry the rich guy if they had to sign a prenup. They're only in it for the money.
So you're saying they wouldn't sign a
Bill
prenup?
Belichick's girlfriend is never marrying him without
No, but they
a
won't.
prenup.
No, they don't leave if they have a prenup, because if they left, they get nothing.
Right.
So
Right.
they stay with them.
But
That's
isn't
what Mason
what-
saying
but
they
isn't
would fly
six,
the coop
isn't
and date
6
someone
year
their own
isn't
age.
6 years common law marriage?
No, not if you have a signed
I was
prenup.
just going to tell you
But
that.
no, what if
The
you have a
law
prenup?
says
Not
that.
if you, nope.
What
if
if
you
you
got
have a
prenup,
prenup?
if she signed it in the face of an attorney.
Okay, so Michael, this is a good question for you. You and Julie do not have a prenup, correct? If Clay called you and said, "Dad, I've been dating this girl. I really like her. We're going to get married," would you encourage him to get a prenup, or do what you did and just get married without it?
I'd have to meet her. But his advisors would tell him to get a prenup, sign a prenup.
I think I would tell him to sign a prenup.
Oh, yeah.
I think I would tell Clay, you got to
Nowadays-
get a prenup.
nowadays
He's
you
worth
have
$500
to.
million.
Then you don't really believe in
No,
love.
But I'm covering my bases. If she is lying to me, if she's only into me for
Whatever
my money.
happened to love will keep us together.
Yeah,
Well,
my dream is for Clay to find a girl where he has to sign the prenup.
Oh, there
that
you
was
go.
my dream.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
I tried Bergman to make that his dream.
Right. Brian, do you and Allison have a prenup?
We do not. No.
You do not. All right. Was it ever discussed?
Never mentioned.
Because you got radio money.
Right.
You got big time radio money.
Brian,
Yeah.
when I was dating Lisa, I was talking to my dad, and I said, "Dad, do you think I should get a prenup?" And he laughed. He goes, "Ask her. See how that goes for you." So I did. She didn't talk to me for 2 days.
Yeah.
If you won the mega lottery, and would you tell her you got the winning ticket, Brian?
Oh, of course. We celebrate together.
Yeah.
That's love.
Yeah, to me, that is love.
Okay,
You're
speaking
right.
of that, I heard an interesting moral dilemma the other day. Okay. Thieves break into a house and they rob the house.
Okay.
One of the things they stole was a winning lottery ticket worth $50 million.
Get out of here.
Okay, stay with me. The owner of the lottery ticket, the one who got robbed,
Right.
wants to cut a deal with the robbers to give him half the money.
I heard that.
Forget that.
What would you like? I would come for all the money
How?
Yes.
How are you going to prove it's yours?
because it was my lottery ticket.
But he didn't show anybody. Who did you show?
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, who knows? He could just say it.
Who knows
How
about
could
the
I
lottery
prove it?
ticket?
The thief could say, I bought this.
Your name ain't on it.
Yeah, that's right.
What if my name? What if I could prove it? Do I have
How?
a, do I have a leg to stand on?
Maybe if you had a photo you took a photo on your phone to prove you had it.
Can I just say, why would you not immediately cash a lottery ticket? Why would you leave a lottery ticket
Laying
worth
around.
$50 million laying around?
No, I think that it was like you picked the 6 numbers.
Yeah.
And he had it, and then he got robbed, and then the next day the numbers came
No,
up.
the numbers hit.
Yeah. So that's how I could prove it. Here was my, let's say I was Mike Michael and I took a picture of it.
Yeah, you had a picture of
Here
it
it
dated.
is. Here's my house
Yeah.
getting broken into.
Right.
Here's the guy that cashed the
Well,
lottery ticket.
yeah.
I know he took it.
Well, the trick would be that when the guy cashes the lottery
This
ticket.
is a
That's
good-
how you catch
okay.
the guy.
And if he has the photo,
Mate,
there was a
this
movie.
is a question for Jacob. When Jacob comes in here on Tuesday, remind me to ask him about it.
But if you had a stamped photograph of you had that on your phone, you could prove it's yours.
Yeah.
Because
Right, true.
that you
But,
prove
now,
it's
but
yours.
okay, let's say I do.
Yeah.
Can I go for all the money?
Oh yes, of course. Because the guy took your lottery ticket, you get
course.
all of it.
Now-
you just take it to the police.
Okay, but if
or to the lottery commission and
but
say
if-
the guy's my
but
ticket
if
was
the
stolen.
police can't make a case against this guy, and should I go to him and say, "I'll tell you what,
No.
I'll take 25, you take
No.
25, and I won't pursue further legal
no.
action."
No, John, because when the guy goes and cashes the ticket, he's
Right.
gonna be caught.
Yeah, exactly. He
What
can't
if,
cash it
what
in.
if he says, "I don't know where I got this ticket. I buy them all the
No,
time.
but if the guy has a photograph, it's a difference.
I picked the same numbers."
No. That's
There was a movie like that with Rosie Perez, remember?
you can't because the serial number and everything will be on that same ticket.
Is it?
In his dream, her father gave her the numbers.
I remember one with Nicolas Cage and Bridget Fonda.
I
She was
remember
a
that one.
waiter,
Right.
and he gave her that for a tip.
Yeah,
he gave her a lottery
he wrote it
ticket.
down, if I win the lottery, I'll share it with you. That's what he wrote on the tip.
And then
he wins.
And he wins, and
Yeah.
his girlfriend or his wife says, "You can't share it with some
Right.
random
Yeah.
girl."
Yeah.
Okay, so in a related story, I dug the story up. There is a guy who is buying a dump, just a
Like a
landfill.
waste management facility.
The reason is because he believes his computer is in it, and he needs to find it. The reason he needs to find it is because he needs to get to his Bitcoin, which is now worth $1.2 billion. He's got $1.2 billion in Bitcoin. You absolutely buy that dump, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You got to be much more careful with Bitcoin
Well,
than just leave
but
it
here's
your code
But
in
here's
one
the
spot.
thing. If he doesn't find the computer,
gone.
he has no way.
He has no way of getting it.
You still own Bitcoin?
Yes, I do. Over
This couldn't
$100,000 a coin.
This couldn't happen to you?
No, I've got my password in all sorts of places.
But what happens if your computer gets stolen?
Oh, no, it's not linked to my computer. It's linked to my account, and I've got a password. He lost his password, and it's on his computer.
Do you have the passwords written down somewhere other than your computer?
They're on me.
Written down?
Yes.
Tattooed on you?
I should tattoo him. No,
He's
my
not gonna
account and
tell
my
you what
login
they
and
are.
all that information I always carry in my wallet.
What happens? Your wallet gets stolen.
Well, then I've got it at home.
You got
It is
backup.
on my laptop. It's in my wallet.
Okay.
It's, I mean,
So
I,
you have multiple ways.
I've got
of
multiple
accessing it.
ways.
That's
yeah.
a mistake this guy made.
Yo, yeah. I mean, you got $1.2 billion sitting around. You gotta secure that.
What an idiot.
Yeah, and that Bitcoin keeps going up. By the way, Crypto Ray is having a blast. He's having a
good for
blast.
Crypto Ray.
Yeah.
I don't understand how that works.
Yeah, I know. It's confusing for. By the way, it's down to $84,000. It's $84,000 a coin. Think about it this way, Michael. It's worth $84,000 a coin. Somebody bought that for a dime, and now it's worth $84,000.
But how do you? But how did? Okay,
How do you
so you got a
cash that?
coin. So what do you do with the coin?
You cash in. It's just like an exchange. Think of it as a stock.
It's a physical coin.
Right. So think about you bought Apple stock at 10 cents
Yeah.
and it's now at 85,000. That's
So
essentially
you
what
could
happened.
take that coin to a car dealership and buy a car.
No, you would cash that into cash,
Oh.
and then you would take that to
Where do you cash that?
on Coinbase
your
or whatever your
exchange.
platform is.
Whatever
on your
you bought it
exchange.
from.
Yeah, there's in the same way there's a stock exchange. There is an exchange for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies.
Okay, now don't answer.
I don't want to be the guy that explains cryptocurrency.
This
Did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
All right, this is a tease. Do
Okay.
not answer the question. All right, this is a tease. Did you guys see the story that came out of the Big Ten yesterday? During the wildfires, Northwestern's women's basketball team was supposed to be in Southern California taking on UCLA and USC. UCLA and USC play each other tomorrow.
Tomorrow night, yeah.
They're both ranked in the top 3. They're having monster seasons, both UCLA and USC. The wildfires happen. Northwestern women cancel their trip, and yesterday the Big Ten made them forfeit those games to USC and UCLA because they didn't show up. Is that the right decision? We'll get into it next.
All right, that's coming up next for you. In the meantime, it's time to no action. The action never stops. The action never stops. Are you ready to chumba? Play online social casino games anytime, anywhere for free. No purchase necessary. Your playbook absolutely stacked. Think bingo and solitaire and slots and so much more. Hundreds of games. You never run out of action. And here's the kicker. They're dropping fresh games every single week. It's like a highlight reel of fun ready for you to tackle. Plus, free daily login bonuses and a sweet welcome bonus when you join. That's what I call fun. Play for free. Take your shot. You could redeem some awesome prizes. What are you waiting for? The clock is ticking. The game is on. Suit up. Take your shot. Let's head to ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com. Available only to players in the U.S., excluding Washington, Michigan, Montana, Connecticut, and Nevada, and Canada, excluding Quebec. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
This is LAFC manager Steve Cherundolo.
After a thrilling victory in the season opener.
To a Bobacy, left-footed shot at it!
And then a win in the CONCACAF Champions Cup on Tuesday night. The Black and Gold are back at BMO Stadium tomorrow for Game 2 of the regular season.
It's LAFC Season 8 in the heart of LA.
It's LAFC versus NYCFC. Pre-game gets going tomorrow night at 7 p.m.
Goal LAFC!
On 710 ESPN.
And the ESPN LA app.
ZipRecruiter is the place. ZipRecruiter is the place for talented teachers, savvy software developers, and master mixologists. ZipRecruiter is the place where you meet all these people and more. That's because ZipRecruiter is the place for job seekers who are looking for new opportunities. In fact, ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day, so you can find the right candidates right away. It's no wonder that ZipRecruiter is the place for skilled skydiving instructors, accomplished airbrush artists, and proficient pediatricians. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter to hire, you're missing out. ZipRecruiter is the place that's so confident it can make your hiring easier that it lets you try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. So if you want the right candidates for all your roles, ZipRecruiter is the place to go. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Hey, it's Mace. As LA deals with tragedy, our friend Jacob Imrani has a special message for you.
Wildfires can leave lasting scars on our families, our homes, our communities, and our peace of mind. Navigating the recovery process is hard, but you don't have to do it alone. I'm Jacob Imrani, and my team and I are here to help ensure you're treated fairly and get the resources you need. Call us for a free consultation and let us help you rebuild with confidence.
Call Jacob.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text LIKE to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text LIKE to 42424. That's LIKE to 42424.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Mason in Ireland on 710.
I've got to be honest. I have no idea how you do it.
I'm not sure how I do it.
I would not. Would not be my scene.
More of Mason in Ireland right now.
No, it's a melee in here, and I know why. Because it's
Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
it's Bergman's last day. So, Greg,
It is.
I'll tell you what.
Greg, a final word.
This is the end.
This is the end.
Good riddance.
And that's a final. 2 words.
No, I'm gonna be sad leaving you guys, but I'm only gonna be leaving for a short time. It's gonna be like a month, 2 months tops.
That's what you think.
And then I'll be right back,
You're
and
gonna
everything's
regret
gonna be the
this.
same.
What if Laura just is? What if she just kills it, knocks it out of the park, and we even
And
forget who you
that
are?
would be awesome.
Yeah, she could Wally Pip you.
She could, and that would be fantastic. That means that I taught her well.
All right.
All right.
So we got that coming up. Now, here's the question, boys.
He's done.
That's a dumbass question.
All right.
Yeah. Northwestern decided during the wildfires not to send their women's basketball team into Southern California to play USC and UCLA. Obviously, the whole city was on fire. The Big Ten came out yesterday and announced, because you did that, you have to forfeit those games against USC and UCLA. Michael, fair or unfair?
Unfair. Just reschedule it. Like the Lakers had to reschedule games.
Right.
What's the big deal?
Totally unfair.
And Northwestern doesn't have the team that UCLA and USC does. They probably wouldn't have won either game. But at the same time, there's a reason you actually play the games.
But Northwestern is 2-15.
Right,
So
but
what?
why not just eliminate those games? Just say they're off the schedule.
Oh, off the schedule altogether, eliminate them. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I don't think it has much impact on Northwestern one way or the other, right?
No, but
They're
it might
two
on,
and- they're
it
2
might
and
on
15.
USC and
The
UCLA.
girls want to play. They want to come out to L.A. and play. Let them come out and play.
Yeah, I mean, I've got nothing against it, but they're on a time schedule with the tournament and all that stuff.
But do you
By
think
the way,
it's fair?
I'm more excited for the women's tournament this year than I am for the men's tournament.
Well, this game tomorrow night's going to be great.
It should be
6
fun.
o'clock on Fox.
The last
Okay,
one was really
here's
good.
another question for you. There's a guy that plays for the Mets named, Michael, this is a good one for you, named Tyrone Taylor. And he goes back to his locker, and there is a loaf of freshly baked bread in his locker, but he has no idea where it came from. It turns out that Ryan Stanek, who's one of his teammates, his wife Jessica likes to bake, so Ryan gives out bread to his teammates. But here's my question. Michael, you get to work, and on your desk is some food that looks and smells really good, but you have no idea where it came from. You ask 3 people, like let's say you get to your seat on the plane, and in your seat is a nice wrapped loaf of freshly baked bread. It's just sitting on your seat, but you don't know anything else. You know where it came from. You ask me, you ask Billy Mack, you ask Mark Shaw, hey guys, where'd this bread come from? None of us know. Do you eat it or pass?
Throw it away. I don't trust it. I don't know where it came
Anonymous
from.
bread?
Yeah, I don't trust it.
Smells good.
Banana nut.
It's banana nut bread?
Well, any bread you want.
Bread.
Oh.
No, I throw it away.
I do like banana nut bread.
You don't know who it's coming
Brian, do you eat it or pass?
Banana nut bread, I'd probably eat it.
Yeah, if it's
Greg?
banana nut bread.
No, I don't like. No.
You don't like banana nut bread?
I throw it away.
Because you don't know where it came
I
from.
think I'm eating it.
I think I'm throwing it.
Could be
Anonymous
laced.
bread?
Could be laced with something.
Just some random loaf in your locker?
Yeah.
Right. No.
Yeah,
Can't
I'm
do it.
out
Can't
on
trust
that.
it.
Out
But
on
why
that.
wouldn't this for the teammate that's giving out the bread include a note?
Yeah.
Sign it.
Exactly.
Yeah, bread by my wife.
Right.
Mama, the
One thing we forgot to mention today, it's Luka's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Luka is
So maybe-
26.
And
Maybe he will play tonight because it's his birthday.
It's his birthday.
Mace, only one slice of cake.
One slice of cake. Oh, my God.
Not the whole cake.
All right, Michael,
Not the whole cake,
here's
Luka.
another one for you before we get to Potpourri Lives. A Michigan basketball player proposed to his girlfriend after the Wolverines lost to Michigan State the other day, like right after the game. To me, it makes no sense you would propose after a loss. Why would you want that to be your memory of the proposal?
That's a good
Would you
question.
wait until after a win and then propose?
That's a good question. Yeah, you're probably right. That way it's sort of like a symbol of your love.
Pepe, how about you? Would you propose after a loss?
But on the other hand, when everybody talks about the game, they're going to say, you know what the highlight of that game was? When this guy proposed to
I guess
his
that
wife.
might have been the highlight, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be too
I think I'd wait
depressed.
for a win.
Yeah,
Me too.
wait for a
Do
win.
it after a win.
Yeah, me too.
Sort of signifies what the marriage is going to be.
Right,
Instead of
exactly.
a loss, the marriage is going to be a loss.
Hey, I wanted to mention one more thing. We got Game of Games coming up, and it's a critical game of games. Shadano's got a chance to win. I got a chance to win. Brian's got a chance to win. Do we have all that right? Everybody's
Yes.
got a chance.
No, it's Sedano, Mason, and Brian are the only ones that can win.
So
Now,
whoever
if
wins,
I
wins.
Win, does Mason win the month?
Yes, if
So I'm
anybody
taking
but
this.
Brian or Sedano wins, Mason wins. the
I
month.
am taking this game.
We all-
I'm going for the Momo.
Nice.
And
Nice.
and we all have a chance to be confused.
Yes. By the way, I wanted to mention one
It's
more
Pepe's
thing.
game.
The great,
Mine is
the,
better than you.
The great Gilbert Gottfried was born today. You know
No
what? He's
longer with us,
No
right?
longer with us. He is the first guy. If you talk to a comic, he's the first guy. After 9/11, nobody would touch it. Nobody knew when it was okay to laugh. Nobody knew when it was okay to tell a joke. He was the first guy to do a joke about 9/11.
What? Oh,
Yeah,
come on, you
he
can't do
did.
that.
He did about 3 months after the event.
Did
Did
I
a joke
cancel him?
about 9/11. No,
I didn't?
no.
Oh, my goodness. How do you that's like making fun of the Holocaust.
I agree.
Come
I
on.
agree.
There's some things you don't make
Yeah.
fun of.
I'd have to hear the joke.
I've got it right here.
Can you repeat it?
Can you read? Can you read
I
it?
don't know if I want to repeat it.
There you go. No, you don't do
Look
that.
at it
Come
and
on,
tell me
man.
if you should repeat that.
No, he should have done that. That's
It's
a fireable.
it's a pretty brutal joke.
That's
I
a
think.
fireable offense.
Yeah,
man.
don't do it.
That's ridiculous. You don't do that.
What do you
I
think?
can't believe people actually laughed.
No,
Yeah, see, I can't do that.
can't do it.
I can't
mean,
do
I'll
that.
read it, but it's. I would not. Here's the joke, Michael. Quote. This is Gilbert Gottfried's joke, not my joke.
Okay.
I have to catch a flight to California. I can't get a direct flight. They have to stop at the Empire State Building first.
No.
That's brutal.
No,
Well, at least he didn't say World Trade Center.
No, true.
That's because it's no longer there.
Right, because
That's what
the
he
World
meant.
Trade Center
Yeah,
was
I don't
gone.
know why anyone would laugh at that.
Yeah, that's sick.
It's if you ask a comic, they'll say it broke the ice and allowed people to laugh again. Do you remember how
What did Sue say?
she said comics love Gilbert Gottfried?
Okay,
and
there you
this
go.
is one of the reasons why he
There you go.
stepped out there.
It's
when,
edgy, but very
he
distasteful.
stepped out there when nobody would.
Yeah.
All right, coming up next for you is Game of Games. As we said, there is so much at stake today, and we will do it next. It is Michael Tom. Oh, no, it's Potpourri of Lies.
I
I
know.
forgot. We got Lies coming up. Mason, Ireland, 710
All the
ESPN.
confusion.
I'm Doug Hopkins.
And I'm Damon Lyons.
And we want to buy your house.
After 30 years and more than 20,000 transactions, Seller's Advantage knows how to get you more for your home.
No agent fees, no commissions, just an as-is cash offer.
Call Seller's Advantage or visit sellersadvantage.com.
ESPN.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. And our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Our steamed vegetables and signature salads are made fresh for you. Our sauces are more flavorful for you. From sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Right now, get our Value Bowl combo for only $8.99. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Hey everybody, it's Cap. Is it time to sell your home? Whether you're downsizing, moving, or inheriting a property, call Seller's Advantage. With decades of experience, they offer custom cash solutions and can close in days. No repairs, no agents, no hassle, just a great offer that gives you peace of mind. Call 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com. Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time on a fancy water bottle with ultra titanium alloy metal. You're not sure why you need all that. I mean, it just holds water. But you're getting it anyway. Because if you're hiking near an active volcano and you accidentally drop the bottle into molten lava, your water will still be icy cold. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time. For water bottles. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Lowe's knows that your deadlines don't change, even when your job does. But with Lowe's Buy Online, Pick Up in Store, we'll help you adjust on the fly. And when you absolutely can't leave the project, we can deliver to your job site as soon as same day. Lowe's knows pros. We help, you save. Valid on eligible in-stock orders and select zip codes placed by 2 p.m. for same-day delivery by 8 p.m. Subject to driver availability. Fees vary based on purchase. More terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland. Game of Games. Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Game of Games time. It is potpourri of lies today. And Bergman, lay out the possibilities for who can win the month. It's the last day of February.
So right now, Mason, you're leading with 5.
Thank you.
Sedano, I've never rooted for you more in anything.
Sedano has 4. If he wins, he wins the month. Brian has 3. If he wins, he ties you, Mason.
Okay.
If anybody else wins, Mason wins the month.
Okay.
Wow, so Brian, there's a lot of pressure.
Go, everybody.
It is Clipper-esque. What does that envelope say, Pepe?
Potpourri, February 28th, with a touch of class and a legend lady, that is. Please pay attention, Michael Thompson.
Here we go.
We are not what we know, but what we are willing to learn, it says on the
All right,
envelope.
Pepe, open the envelope.
Michael, pay attention.
We have
How do you think I feel? I'm the king.
We have 6 players.
Yes.
Brian Cohen, Greg Bergman, Steve Mason, John Ireland, Michael Thompson, and George Sedano. Pepe, when you're ready, question 1 of Potpourri of Lies.
Here we go. What is the real name of Tennessee Williams?
Okay.
Don't hold your paper in front of your microphone. You talk into the microphone and you read the paper.
I don't.
He doesn't want anyone to cheat.
All right, nobody's cheating.
That's
All
better.
right, that's
You
better.
sound better now.
A. Thomas Lanier Williams III, James Arthur Williams II, or John Michael Williams?
Brian, A, B, or C?
Williams III, A.
Greg.
The second.
Mace.
100% sure it's the second.
I will go with Brian, the first one. Williams III. Michael.
John Michael.
Sedano.
C.
A.
Oh.
Hey, Brian got it. I got it.
All right, Brian. Come on, Brian.
My dream is over of getting the Momo. Okay.
All right.
Number 2. Who wrote the song White Christmas? Irving Berlin, Bing Crosby, or Cole Porter?
That's a good one. Bergman.
Porter.
Mace.
Berlin.
I'm going to go Berlin. Michael.
Yeah, I heard Berlin before, too. Berlin.
Sedano.
Crosby?
Brian.
Crosby.
Berlin.
Berlin.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
Crosby's saying it, but
I got
didn't
it.
write it.
Mace got it. Anybody else get it? Michael got it. Okay. Ireland 2, Brian, Mace, and Michael 1 each.
All right, let's roll.
Come on, Brian.
Number 3.
Come on, Sedano.
Who wrote the novel Tortilla Flat? Ed Ricketts, Edward Albee, or John Steinbeck?
Mace.
John Steinbeck.
I also think it's John Steinbeck. Michael.
Steinbeck.
Sedano.
Steinbeck.
Brian.
Steinbeck.
Greg.
Steinbeck.
Who is it, Pepe?
Yeah, I read that book.
That was easy.
All right. So everybody on the board now. Ireland has the lead. Michael, Mace, and Brian have 2 each.
Please pay close attention
Okay,
to this.
we're going to. Yes.
Close.
What
Close.
year were the Hurricanes named after men? 1978.
Okay, what?
Yeah, you're
what
going to
year
have to
were what?
repeat that.
No,
Say it
no.
again.
Okay, so what he's talking about is hurricanes are normally named
after
after a
women.
female.
Women, right.
He's asking what year did
Got it.
one
Did
get
they
named
change?
after
Did
men?
they start using dude
Thank you,
names?
John.
Okay.
You were the only one that was paying.
No, I was
attention.
just
we were
just
trying to-
curious.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead, Pepe.
Okay, so what year was it? 1978, 1979, or 1980?
All right, I'm first on this one, and I'm going 1979. Michael.
Well, since I grew up fighting hurricanes, I remember this. 1980.
Okay, Sedano.
80.
Brian.
79.
Greg.
80.
Mace.
I'll try 80.
Pepe.
You should try 79.
No.
And Michael, you know nothing.
Brian, you got that,
I
right?
did, yeah.
All right, so now I'm in jeopardy of messing this up. I've got 4. Brian's got 3. Mace, Michael, 2.
2?
Greg, Sedano, 1.
Uh-oh.
All right, here we go.
Brian,
Michael,
come
you're
on.
Come on,
Pick it up.
Brian.
First
Come on.
on this one.
What was the first man's name to a hurricane?
Okay.
Alan, Bob, or Chuck?
Alan, Bob, or Chuck, Michael?
Well, they always go alphabetical order, so I'll go Allen.
Sedano.
Bob.
Brian.
Allen.
Greg.
Bob.
Mace.
Alan.
I think Michael makes perfect sense. I'm going Allen.
They go back and forth.
What is it, Pepe?
He never makes sense.
What's the answer?
Bob?
Yep.
Oh, there you go, George.
Because they go A,
Well,
female,
because
B,
the A
ma-
could have been a woman.
All right,
Yes.
Who else got that
Yes.
besides
Greg.
George?
Greg
All
got
right.
that.
The A hurricane could have been a female name.
Right.
Female name, right.
All right.
Yep.
Hurricane
Right
Bob.
there with you,
That's
Sedano.
Everyone has at least 2. Ireland has 4. Brian has 3. Everybody else 2. All right, Pepe.
Okay.
keep
In
going.
1978 World Series, which player was the MVP? Bucky Dent, Craig Nettles, or Brian Doyle?
Greg Nuttles?
Nettles, you know.
All right,
you know what
George,
I'm talking
this
about.
one's you.
Who was the last one?
Brian Doyle.
Brian Doyle.
Greg Nettles.
Brian.
Nettles.
Greg.
It wasn't Bucky. I'll go Bucky.
Mace.
No, I think it is. What was the third one? Nettles. I think it's Nettles.
I also think it's Nettles. Michael.
Yeah, I remember Nettles.
What's the answer, Pepe?
You don't remember anything.
It was Doyle?
It's Bucky Dent.
It is.
Really?
Hey, I got that one.
Way
I
to
got
go,
that.
Greg.
Even though just
Bucky
wow.
freaking
I didn't
Dent.
realize- I just
I
thought
knew
it was
he
the
won
Grand
the-
Slam.
I know he
Well,
won
no,
the-
he hit the big home run he hit was in the playoff.
he-
not in
isn't
the
a
World
one-game
Series,
playoff,
right?
It was
Yeah,
Bucky
that's-
Dent, and
that's
I
fascinating.
double-checked that.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay,
Pepe, how
next.
many are left?
This is six more.
All right,
Oh,
good.
okay. So what's the score right now?
Ireland 4, Brian, Greg 3, Sedano, Michael, Mace 2. So everyone's in it.
Okay.
Everyone's in it.
Okay.
Here we go.
Who-
But Brian, this one coming
Damn
back
it.
to you.
Who wrote the novel Watership Ship Down? Jack London, Richard Adams, or George Orwell?
All right, Watership Down, Brian. Who wrote it, A, B, or C?
C. Orwell.
Greg.
B. I don't know who it was, but B.
Mace.
A.
I'm going C, Orwell. Michael.
Adams.
Sedano.
Adams.
Who is it, Pepe?
You're lucky, Michael.
Lucky.
Adams.
Adams.
Was that B?
Michael and
B.
me.
B.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, Greg, you've tied me for the lead. I gave it Sedano,
nowhere.
Greg, and who else?
And Michael.
And Michael.
And Michael. Okay.
Number 8.
Come on, Sedano, you're one back.
Come on, Michael's one back.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, Michael. I need
But
you.
Michael,
So you got
Michael
only
wins
2,
it-
right?
I
Michael
need somebody
wins it
else
for
to win.
Mason. We only want you to win.
Or Brian.
Put it right towards
Brian can
Sedano
only
and
tie.
Brian.
Brian can only tie. You
beat
can
him
win
No,
outright.
but that means Mason doesn't win outright.
Yeah, but
True.
we don't want to win anything.
I
All right,
wanna
go
win
ahead.
half.
Go ahead,
Number
Pepe.
8. Who was the manager of the Yankees that won the World Series in 1978? Billy Martin, Gene Michael, or Bob Lemon?
Greg.
Billy Martin.
Mace.
Lemon.
I'm also saying Bob Lemon. Michael.
It was Lemon.
Sedano.
Lemon.
Brian.
Lemon.
Pepe.
Lemon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang it.
So I got it.
Remember
Sedano
I
got
didn't
it.
Everybody
anyway.
but Greg, I think.
Yeah,
Everybody-
everybody
okay.
but Greg. Yeah.
Okay, so now it's really tight. Ireland 5. All these names have 4. Sedano, Michael, Greg, and Brian. Make your last with 3.
Go figure.
All right, Pepe. 5 left or 4 left?
3, 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 left.
4.
Okay.
You get a tiebreaker?
Yes.
Okay.
I have 2 tiebreakers.
Okay, good.
All right.
Tiebreakers. Number 9. Where was Bob Lemon born? Long Beach, California, Pomona, California, or San Bernardino, California?
I am going to go Pomona. Michael.
Long Beach.
Sedano.
Long Beach.
Brian.
San Bernardino.
Greg.
San Bernardino.
Mace.
San Bernardino.
No, you heard Beto.
Michael,
Whoever said
Pepe,
yes.
what's the answer?
Somebody said yes.
San
Okay,
Bernardino, yes.
everybody out who's not on the show.
Somebody
Beto
said
out,
yes.
DeAndre out,
I heard somebody say
everybody
yes, and
out.
then you were
After we said
anyway.
yes.
No, we
Greg,
didn't.
Greg, I'm serious. Kick them out.
All right,
You're
time
out.
to go. Time to go.
Greg's back to banning people.
All right.
What's the score? I heard you guys.
All right, so tell me who got that one right.
Me.
Brian.
Brian has 5.
Did you hear him?
Greg
No.
has 5.
No,
You're
the
so
answer,
full of
the
crap.
answer just came.
4.
I heard him here.
The answer just popped into my head.
3-way tie between Brian, Greg, and John. The other 3 have 4, and there are 2 left, right?
There's 3 left.
2 left. And
Three
a tiebreaker.
left.
3 left.
3 left.
Okay.
Number 10. What year did the 105 freeway open? 1992, 1993, or 1994?
Brian,
94. Good year.
Greg.
I like 93.
I'll go 92. Mace.
I'll go 94.
Michael.
93.
George.
92.
What's the answer, Pepe?
93.
Okay. Who got that?
Greg.
Greg takes
Michael.
the lead.
Oh,
Michael.
Go, Greg.
No, I want to lose.
All right.
Brian, did you get that one?
I missed it.
Okay. So, Greg has the lead by himself. He's got 6. Brian 5, Ireland 5, Michael 5, Sedano and Mace 4, and there are 2 left, right?
Okay, 2
so
left.
you two
We need to go
have
opposite.
to go opposite of Greg.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go, Pepe.
This is a good one.
All right,
guys.
I'll get it wrong so you can get it.
Get fasten your seatbelts.
Okay.
Okay.
Number
It's gonna be a
11.
bumpy ride, yes.
Where was the famous actress Rita Hayworth born? New York City, Burbank, California, or Chicago, Illinois?
Greg.
I'm going New York City because I'm pretty sure that's wrong.
Okay. Brian.
Burbank.
What was the third one?
Chicago.
I'll go Chicago. Michael.
Burbank.
Sedano.
Burbank.
Mace.
I'm Burbank.
What's the answer?
Greg.
Oh,
No!
New York City.
It's over.
Oh, Greg,
It's over. Oh, Mason won.
Never
Turpin,
has-
you
oh,
dumbass.
never has
Your
there
last
been-
act as producer of Mason and Ireland is to screw me. How is that not?
Screws me too. God dang it! I'm trying to get it wrong.
This is how you set yourself out. That is pathetic.
That is your going away present because you always complain about my games.
Bergman told me he wanted to play this in the last segment, just as a reminder of all
right.
the good stuff.
I am
Let's
simply the
pick
best.
Your favorite tiebreaker. We'll do it for fun.
Japan is an island country of 14,125 islands. I don't know if you know that.
Okay.
No, I did not.
Okay. How many of these islands are inhabited?
Okay.
Oh, good question.
They're less.
How many,
So how many total were there?
14,000 and change, and you want to know how many are inhabited.
Yeah, and
Okay.
and it's less than 400.
Okay, a little hint.
Okay,
Less than
so
400.
all right, I've got a number. Mace, you got a number?
Yes.
What'd you write down?
301.
I wrote down 322. Michael, what'd you write down?
25.
25. Sedano?
150.
Brian?
99.
Greg?
230.
What's the answer, Pepe?
260.
Wow, Greg.
It was
Your
definitely
last
a day.
act as producer of the
But hey, I'm really good at Game of Games. Always time for you. You're not going to have anybody against you anymore,
I
Ireland.
know. I'm going to go on a run.
You're going to go on a crazy run.
Yeah, I may have to bring you in on days you're here just to keep
I'm
this
here
thing
every
honest.
day.
Where are we on the Bergman button?
We're
I'm
working
for
on
it.
it.
Yeah.
I'm for
I
it.
say yes.
But George, do you believe, Mason and I both believe this will be the last Mason and Ireland show Greg ever produces? He says he's only leaving for a month, but we don't believe he'll ever be back. What do you think?
No, I believe he'll be back.
Do you?
Yes.
He's going to kick Laura out.
No, he's not going to kick Laura out. He's just going to.
He's going to, as Michael said earlier, he's going to Dalton connect.
Connect them.
Laura.
I think he's going to be.
He's gonna take the
contribute.
comeback.
He's going to contribute.
You guys were talking about Crimson Tide the other day. He's going to take the comeback.
Oh, yeah,
that's
at
it.
some
Okay.
point.
By the way, did you not agree with me that, can you believe they had a draft of Gene Hackman movies? Nobody in 12 picks took Crimson Tide.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Or Royal Tenenbaums, right?
No,
Royal
Tenenbaums
Tenenbaums
went.
did get taken.
The other one I thought that nobody took that I can't believe. This I would have had Crimson Tide. I think I would have taken Hoosiers, and I would have taken Get Shorty that nobody
Oh,
took.
Get Shorty's really funny.
Yeah. By the way, that's taken a very strange turn.
It is so.
right?
I haven't heard what is the latest thing.
Well, I saw this
his
morning.
wife was mummified.
Well, getting close to being mummified. Yeah, so it looks like they were both passed away for at least a
long
week.
time.
What's the difference between mummified and decomposed? What's the difference?
Well, they wrapped her up, right? Is that,
she was-
No, they didn't make her a
It's
mummy.
in the sense of like the skin, it has not decomposed yet. It is,
Okay.
It is the
So do
beginning
we know
of the
what
process, I
happened?
presume.
No, they're
we still don't know?
investigating.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
weird.
autopsy is being done and the toxicology reports.
Yeah, wow,
and
that's
then the
weird.
dog too, unfortunately.
Yeah, the
And
dog.
then the other 2 dogs were living.
Yeah, 2 dogs survived,
So,
and
well,
one dog.
that's how you know it wasn't carbon monoxide if 2 of the dogs lived.
Exactly.
They
Right?
were outside
Exactly.
roaming the property.
Yeah. All right. So, Greg, as your final act, who is doing the show with Sedano?
Momo.
Okay, so who are you kicking out to make room for Momo?
Me.
Pepe.
Kick out me.
What?
Pepe?
No, kick me out.
No, no, no.
And that's a
Pepe.
final.
No.
Why are you kicking Pepe out? What did he ever do to you? He just
Nothing.
provided high-quality entertainment with potpourri of lies.
He did.
you
However,
won,
as
and my
you say all the
potpourri was better
time,
than
too
you.
many voices. You want
Yeah,
more voices?
exactly.
No, no,
Take
no.
5
You
voices.
More
stay.
voices. It's like
you
a cocktail
stay.
party, John.
Whose
Sedano
potpourri was
stay.
better, Mace? Mine or Pepe's?
I will take.
You better think what you say because I'm.
How
gonna
do you
be
think
doing
I
more
feel?
for
I'm the king.
I think it was Michael.
What's happening, players?
Pepe, you got it next week. Michael, you have Tuesday and you have Thursday. Okay, so you have the night of the New Orleans game. You have the night of the Knicks game. Okay.
Do another potpourri.
Okay, I'll do another one.
Yeah, no.
Give you a chance to.
Battle of
You
the
have
potpourris.
Wednesday. I got Monday. Brian, you got Friday. All right.
Everybody
next
got it straight?
Yep.
All right, good. All right, coming up next, some super crosstalk. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Are you the greatest Laker fan of all time? Enter to win, and you could be named the Lakers GOAT. That's right, GOAT. The winner will receive the ultimate fan package, including courtside seats, exclusive experiences, Lakers swag, and BB Go for a year. For all the contest information, visit LakersGFOAT.com.
To get real money sports action. And with over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, PrizePicks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to everybody. You just pick more or less on at least
I'm Doug Hopkins.
And I'm Damon Lyons.
And we want to buy your house.
After 30 years and more than 20,000 transactions, Seller's Advantage knows how to get you more for your home.
No agent fees, no commissions, just an as-is cash offer.
Call Seller's Advantage or visit sellersadvantage.com.
the app today and use code 710 to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code 710 for first-time users. PrizePicks, run your game.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Are we ready for Sedano and Cap to join Mason and Ireland?
Super Crosstalk begins.
Super Crosstalk, presented by Coors Light. Coors Light, made to chill.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Love it. Love boat. Cappy's out today. He's got whatever's going around.
The Mason flu.
Yeah, exactly. It's bouncing around here. And Momo is going to be along. I don't know if she's in person on the...
At some point.
Is she on Comrex? Is she here? Yeah. Greg's like, I don't know. I'm just the boss.
When's the last time Ramona was on time?
I think that's the right answer.
Okay,
when
I
was the
think that
last
seems
time
it.
she ever made it here?
See you, buddy.
Bye, Pepe. You know, I was just looking at some. I always get a list of stuff that happened on this day. The final episode of MASH aired on this date.
Oh.
Do you know how many people watched it?
It was like 50 million, right? Or something like that?
125 million
Yeah.
people. That is more than watched the Super Bowl this year.
yeah.
How was it possible? And
we
I
had
thought
we had 3 channels.
I thought MASH was fine.
And
I didn't love
I
MASH.
think they gave him the whole night. I think it was like a
It's
2.5
it
hour
was.
show.
It was directed by Alan Alda too.
Yeah.
The finale, but 125 million people is crazy for a TV
How many
show.
years ago was that now?
That's 83.
Yeah,
40
so there you go.
years?
Yeah,
40 years?
40 years.
Cable was in its infancy, so most people just
had the 3 channels.
The overwhelming majority of people only had 3
I'm
channels.
old.
And whatever UHF channels or VHF channels. Yeah.
Michael, I will second that. You are old.
70. I was 30 years old back then.
Yeah,
My goodness.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Still have afro? Or was it gone by then?
No, I was a lot shorter.
Okay.
I had the Denzel Washington look.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
nice. So, the Rams did the right thing. They managed to
did.
get Matthew Stafford back.
And by the way, I have your back on this. So Aaron Rodgers Matthew Stafford was actually pressured more this year than Aaron Rodgers was. The Jets' offensive line and the Rams' offensive line was very similar. So Matthew got pressured, I believe, 25 or 30 more times than Aaron did this year. And so your point about them having similar stats, but Matthew had to deal with more pressure than Aaron did.
I also I'm a big believer in sometimes things can just be distracting. I think stuff that
listen,
he did in New York was distracting.
I mean, if you're telling me my choice is a 37-year-old who has at least performed for the most part and stayed relatively healthy, or the 41-year-old who's still a year removed from an Achilles injury, no thanks.
Yeah.
Mike Tannenbaum on Get Up this morning said he would rather have Rodgers because it's $50 million less, and you can use that $50 million to spread it around your roster. And he said there's not much of a difference between Stafford and Rodgers. And if you could add another impact player, you could. What do you think of that?
I still think Matthew Stafford is your ultimate impact player. I mean, he and McVay work so well together. He down the stretch is friggin' fantastic.
He's more mobile than Aaron at this stage.
Yeah,
that's the other thing.
That's true.
Aaron is not.
But neither
very
one of them are mobile, right?
Well, but Matthew can move around in the pocket fairly well. Like Aaron was laboring to do anything.
Where
mobile
does
last
Aaron
year.
end up now? Raiders?
Probably
Raiders. Yeah.
But here's the thing: like Aaron Rodgers left a great situation in Green Bay. He has. LaFleur
Did he leave it or did they leave him?
Well, he forced them into that. Like for all the years
But they wanted to play Jordan Love sooner or later. They just did it sooner.
Right, but only because he was such a pain in the ass that they eventually was like, enough of this back and forth of he's going to play, he's not going to play.
Right.
Like they did the same thing with Favre. Like he was kind of wavering. So
Yeah, they're kind of like the Steelers are with coaches. The only 3 quarterbacks I can remember Green Bay ever having are Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, and now Jordan Love.
do you know who the quarterback was before? It could have been a potpourri of guys.
I have a guess.
Majowski, right?
Don
the Magic Man Mikowski.
Magic Man.
And he wasn't terrible. He just wasn't
was fine.
good.
Yeah, by the way, the other thing about Stafford is he had 5 fourth quarter comebacks this last year. That led the league. Nobody had more than 5 fourth quarter comebacks. So he's just really good in that spot. I'm relieved. And I'm glad as soon as they were saying it, I was like, you got to keep Alaric Jackson. You got to keep the left
they're
tackle.
gonna sign him now.
And they're going to sign him now, which
They
is
should
great.
draft somebody too along the offensive
I think
line
they
in the first round.
I think they should go offensive line because Rob Havenstein is not going to be there forever at right tackle either.
Right.
So, I think it'll
By
be.
the way, do you guys think the Niners bounce back this year? Make the playoffs again this season?
I don't know. What are they going to do with
Purdy
Debo?
now.
I heard he's gone.
I heard he wants out.
Yeah, I heard they're both tired of each other, but they still have Brandon Ayuk and a bunch of other dudes.
What about McCaffrey? Like, what's his situation?
I don't know. But I heard Travis.
They're trying to sign Purdy, I think, right now.
I heard Travis and Marco arguing about whether or not they should re-sign Kyron Williams, and Travis or somebody said, "Well, he's not like Christian McCaffrey. I'd rather have Kyron Williams than Christian McCaffrey. He's more reliable. Wouldn't you, Mace? Rather have Kyron than McCaffrey?"
Yeah, at this stage, you're talking about a 24-year-old,
right? And
Kyron
somebody
Williams.
that plays more.
McCaffrey has been hurt a lot the last couple of years.
And
Michael's guy.
And Kyron Williams played all 16 games.
He's the NFL version of AD.
Well, I don't think AD misses that many games.
No,
he played in 75
he played in 70
last
games
year.
last year.
Yeah.
Well, McCaffrey played 2 years ago. Played a ton of games.
Yeah.
Momo,
look at her.
So this is a true.
She
this is a true
didn't hear
story.
there was such a thing as traffic in LA.
I
got caught in the traffic.
This is a true Ramona Shelburne story. Momo, you'll laugh at this. I was broadcasting the game last night. We sign off.
Yeah.
I look down, and I have not talked to you about this. And Momo is engaged one-on-one.
Oh, you keep saying that word again.
Okay, one-on-one in a conversation with Timothy Chalamet.
Wow.
And I went, what is happening?
What is happening?
So
How did this come
Did he
about?
approach you or did you approach him?
There's a whole story here, but I'm going to tell it briefly.
Yes. No, you have
Sorry,
time.
I'm still verklempt.
Yeah.
And it was literally just the two of you.
And by the way, this is the first time you will ever told a story briefly. But go ahead.
It's probably not going to be brief.
No, but I want to hear this.
Okay.
How did this happen?
Okay, so obviously everyone in the building last night saw Chalamet. He's like the it guy right now.
He was eating chicken tenders.
Was he? Okay.
What does he star in?
Huh?
What does he star
He's
in?
in that Bob Dylan movie.
Bob Dylan, Dune
But he's a huge
Wonka.
movie
He's a
all
Knicks
that
fan.
stuff.
Big
Yeah.
Knicks fan.
He's a basketball guy. Anyway, so I see him and I'm like, okay, I'm not one of those people who goes up to celebrities at Laker games. I think that's like where I'm supposed to be cooler than that. We're supposed to be there for work,
And,
whatever.
yeah, and plus the only person that ever did that was Dave Shore, and the Lakers told him to knock it off.
Stop, yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to do it, but maybe we can have a cute meet, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm going to walk on the court after halftime, when it's halftime.
You're going to walk in front of him and see if he says, hey, Ramona.
That's exactly what I was planning on.
And?
Like, he's a big sports fan. Maybe he'll recognize me. So he's walking. Rich Paul is there. So I was like, and Sam Amick, who from The Athletic.
Yeah.
He wanted to meet him too. I'm outing Sam Amick here, but he was excited about this as well. And he goes, hey, we got Rich Paul as a blocker. He's like fullback right there. Why don't you just talk? And I was like, okay, I'm going in. So I say, hey, Rich. And we have like a little
And Rich is like the
conversation.
friendliest guy ever.
Yeah, because
he's-
he had been talking to Chalamet. So, like, maybe he's going to point Chalamet at us,
Yeah.
right? And he's going to, Tim's going to go, oh, I see you on TV. Like,
Yeah.
that happens sometimes.
So
He's
did
gonna-
it happen in
no,
this
it did
case?
not. And I had no opener ready. I was not prepared. I could have
Okay,
said,
but I saw you pulled a Mason. You insisted on a photo.
I can't, I did. I never do this.
You
and
gotta
I
pick.
Okay, so that was strike one. That was like
Okay.
I totally turtled.
Okay.
I got all the way there, turtled. I told you it wasn't going to be.
Yes,
brief.
yes.
Okay. And then again after halftime, I tried to do it again, but he was kind of walking away from me, and I would have had to chase after him, and that was not going to happen.
Not cool.
But I did see.
You'd be like Britney Spears chasing after Wemby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally embarrassing. But I did see a guy named. Okay, I'm not going to name him, but he is somebody who knows Chalamet pretty well.
Okay.
And I had met him earlier in the day, and he listens to our show and watches TV.
Okay.
And so I laughed at myself. Hey, I totally got too embarrassed to like introduce myself to Chalamet. And he goes, "Oh, you want to meet him?" And I go, "Yeah, it doesn't ever meet Chalamet, right?" And he goes, "I'll introduce you." So I went over after the game, and we were right in the right area, and this guy said, "Oh, hold on a minute." And he goes over to Chalamet and says, "Hey, meet so-and-so." And I don't know if he gave him my name or if Timothy just knew my name. I'm going to choose to believe that he knew my name.
Sure, yeah.
But he goes, "Oh, yeah, Ramona Shelburne. I follow your work on ESPN." He
He
said my
definitely
name
knew
first
you.
and last.
Oh, he definitely knows you.
But, but the look in his eyes said that I did not know.
He
that
knows
did
ball,
not know.
Momo.
But that's okay. I will choose to believe that he knew, and that was not the
But
first time.
imagine me. I'm like packing up my stuff. I look down and I see two people on the court. You and Chalamet engaged in a
know.
conversation. So what'd you talk to him about?
So I said, "Hey, I've been a fan for a while. I never do this with celebrities here, but you were just amazing in the Bob Dylan movie. I just read that you learned to play guitar for this for 5 years." And he goes, "Yeah, I really went deep on that." And I go, "I have a lot of respect for that. I used, when I write, I go to a hotel for a week and stuff like that." And he goes, "Yeah, I can tell. I follow your work, whatever."
Right.
It was a 2-minute. No, I think in my head it's 2 minutes. It was probably 30 seconds.
Right. It seemed
felt
like 2
forever.
minutes.
And then as he was about to leave, I just said, "You know what? You got to shoot your shot."
I never do this.
I
but-
never do
yeah.
this, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I got you." And then even his selfie's cool, isn't it?
It is cool.
It
He's
is.
cool in the selfie.
He gave me like the thumbs up. Oh no, you messed.
He's
Scott
just
Hansen.
cool all the way
He's
around.
just cool all the way
Yeah.
around.
I was very happy for you. I thought that was a very cool moment.
I
And then I
thought,
was
by
like-
the way, did you see his speech at
so
the
great.
awards where he
he
said,
went to the-
"I want to be one of the greats."
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to be,
Yeah.
I want to be Michael Jordan.
man.
I want to be Michael Phelps. I want to be Viola
Yeah.
Davis. I want to be Marlon Brando. I'm like, good for him.
Yeah, shoot your
He's
shot.
got some swagger. I like that about
Yeah,
him. I like
and
that
he is a
about him.
really good actor.
He is really the Bob Dylan movie's
All right,
fantastic.
So, Momo, you were
Sorry,
there
what?
last. You were there last night. So now
By the way, that was the short version
That
of the
was
story,
the
right?
short version.
You're working the game tonight.
Is it hot here?
Sonato.
Is it just me?
Talking Chalamet, you're heating up?
Yeah.
Luka, LeBron,
Yeah.
Norman Powell. How many of those three play tonight?
Probably just LeBron.
Yeah.
You think Luka's out on his
I
birthday?
think Luka's out.
We were told LeBron's arrival was at 2:00, so he's playing if he's showing up at 2:00.
Right.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I think Luka might play on his birthday.
Yeah, maybe
We'll see.
maybe a little. He kind of said last night he might not, and the fact that he admitted that
He
is,
said questionable, right?
Yeah, but he said I don't know. We'll see you
Yeah,
tomorrow.
so maybe you're right.
He
Yeah.
was. It was interesting last night. There was a lot that happened last night as in that game. A lot, right? And
Well, the Rui thing is a big deal.
Yeah.
Hey, Ramona, if the Mavericks offered Luka for Anthony Edwards, why didn't the Timberwolves bite?
By the way, I don't believe that story.
You don't believe the Timberwolves were engaged at all with Nico?
I'll just tell you this. We did the second game after the Luka trade, and I talked to somebody. And look, Sam Amick is great at his job. But I talked to someone who would know this, and I specifically asked them, unless they lied to me, and this was completely off the record because I'm not going to name who it was. And I said, is it true? Because at that time there was reporting that they had reached out to another team.
At least one other team.
Correct. And I
heard that
said, is that report true? And he said, absolutely not.
Yeah, okay. So I reported on this pretty deeply as well, and I heard the same thing, and that information came from another team, and I said, well, was it you that they reached out to? And this person said no, but I think they reached out to at least one other team. And I said, okay. So then I asked the Mavericks multiple times, just like you did, and we got flat denials.
Right.
However, there is some other stuff, like Kirk Goldsberry went on a podcast the other day and said people in the Laker front office knew, for weeks because they were preparing for a trade deadline.
But
where
I
they
feel
get
like
Luka
Rob
or they don't.
admitted that they knew several weeks in front. I mean, he
Well,
even
they
told us
just
about when
kept-
the
they
meeting
just
happened.
kept
No, but what I'm
circle
saying,
tight.
but like a couple people in the Lakers. So this idea that it was just 4 people, I don't think is totally accurate. But
AD and Luka have both come out and said they don't believe that.
So
They think
Ramona-
more people
they
knew.
think there was
So, Ramona,
something going
doesn't
on.
this hurt your business? If the Lakers and Mavs could pull this off without you and all the source people hearing about it, how does this affect you guys now going forward?
It does. It absolutely affects us. But very few people can ever pull that off.
Right.
Why can't
the only
why
other
can't-
time I remember it happening was Pau Gasol.
Yeah, Pau Gasol
Why
just
can't
came
two
out of
other
nowhere.
GMs say, hey, this is Oklahoma, says Sam Presti, so I'll trade you Shea for Wemby. How come that can't work
so
for
I'll
that?
give you an example of why this happened and why it's hard to pull off. Because usually a team that's trading for a player like that with only 1 year left on his deal, he's got one more season under contract after this one, would want to have some indication from an agent of whether he would re-sign, right? But in this case, they didn't want to give a heads up to Luka or his agent and get a temperature check on him because it would blow up the deal. Because
Right.
they would just leak it. They would say, oh, I don't want to do that,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So that's why they didn't leak it to anybody. Or not leak it, but that's why
Pero
they didn't
it's-
even tell Luka or his agent or AD and his agent. Because even telling them to get a temperature. So I think that's why the Lakers didn't have to give up quite as
AD
much.
said he doesn't believe nobody knew about it.
I'm with AD.
Well, he had to waive his trade kicker, and he
Yeah.
did that pretty quickly.
Well, that's when he found out, like everybody else, right? He
Yeah,
got
but how
traded.
quickly did he waive it?
Probably right away, since he says, well, the Lakers want to trade me. I don't want to be here, right? So
Yeah,
you
but
waive
that's
it.
money. That's just straight money.
Right,
All that did was help Dallas.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That was money that he waived.
Let me pivot to something else.